Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Movie Hero Network. This is Tournament Fights number 165, and we are beginning this week here on Monday night with our ladder series, as we do with the 3 parts. Starting with part 1 here tonight, we'll do part 2 on Wednesday, and the championship half bracket on Friday. Very excited to jump into 2008. I think it was a pretty solid year for movies, as I was kind of browsing through a few of them today. But yeah, it should be a really good time. We got a great panel here ready to go with this one. So Jordan Anderson will be in here in just a few minutes. He's getting set up in his hotel room again. But right now, I'll bring in our bracket master, the guy who helps us put together these ladder series, the master of the ladder. You could say he's the master of the ladder matches, if you will. Malcolm Lay. What's going on, Malcolm? How you doing?
It's going good. There's a few tough matches I vaguely remember from when I set this up. I haven't looked at it since.
Okay.
I kind of want to be somewhat surprised sometimes. But I tried finding some alternate posters of moves that have appeared quite a lot in various tournaments.
No, it's always fun. I always have to find JPEGs and make sure they're JPEGs, or else it gets screwy in the bracket fights. But yeah, we'll bring in the rest of our panel here. Got a guy who I've gotten very familiar with over the course of this evening, because this is our third show we've done tonight. Jordan Owens, JPO, what's going on, buddy?
And then after this, we're gonna count down Schneider films, right, Pez? All-nighter, baby.
I don't know if I want to do that tonight, but I'll do it this week with you. I'll get in there. I'll get in on that. Since Malcolm won't do it,
there's a hole in my heart, Malcolm. I need to fill it with Schneider.
well, I'll help you out with that. We'll get to it pretty soon. All right, yeah, we got 2 other people here tonight. Obviously, besides Jordan, once he gets here, I got Chris Diaz. What's going on, Chris? How you doing?
Not much. Here to talk about one of my favorite movies. I did sort of when I was in high school, and I saw a lot of rated movies by myself for the first time, and a bunch of Say Love.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so we'll talk about a whole bunch of 2008 movies, as many as you can handle here tonight, although only half of them, as we'll talk about. But we also have Maria Hammond. How you doing, Maria?
Fine. How are you? I'm happy to be here. Hopefully we'll have a good evening, and maybe I can persuade you guys what movies are junk and what aren't. It's worked so well.
Everybody's got their opinions, You're like,
I know it.
But you are like the female version of Malcolm when it comes to the hot takes on this show, which is all well and good. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It puts a screw in everything every now and then. But yeah, so this is how it's going to work. You guys are all veterans of tournament fights. You know how it works. But for anybody watching, this, like I said, this is part 1 of the ladder series, and what that means is we actually have some survivors. I don't have the list in front of me. Hopefully, Malcolm does of the survivors.
I sent them to Jordan earlier.
Okay, so hopefully while he puts that up, I'll just kind of explain how it works. But we'll go up and down the panel as Malcolm, we pose up the bracket, and we'll go through it match by match. The first half here, everybody will get a chance to vote for one movie or the other, try to keep it within 20 or 30 seconds or so, tournament fight style, and we'll see which ones move through. The Sweet 16 from tonight will all move into the championship episode on Friday, and then after that, it's anything goes. Whichever one wins the bracket, we will see which one happens. I'll find a movie to champion as we go through, because I have no idea what's in this bracket and what's in the other one, so I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, Malcolm, you got those movies that are hanging on from our previous years?
So the eight holdovers we have is 2009 Star Trek, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Drag Me to Hell, Moneyball, which has been hanging on since 2011.
It's a strong one, yeah.
Taken, Up in the Air, The Social Network, Zombieland. Yeah.
There's so many good movies.
There's some good movies in there. Yeah, no, they're leftovers from our previous series. Because if they do make the Elite 8 of the championship episode, then they still hang on to the next year. So that's how it works. So anything that goes from the Sweet 16 onto the championship, onto the Elite 8 of that episode, will hang on to face the 2007 movies and hang on in there.
Yeah, I justified taking all movies show up.
Yeah. But yeah, so those 8 movies that Malcolm mentioned will be sprinkled in these various brackets along with those movies in there. So yeah, that should be some good contenders in there. Yeah, Moneyball has been hanging on for a little while. It's like when Creed hung on for like 4 years, Malcolm, or something like that. We had something like that hang on for a while. But it's a strong one, so it's a good one. But yeah, so we'll get this bracket pulled up here. You know what? I'm going to play just about 10 or 15 seconds of this for Jordan, just to get us in the mood. He'll know what it is. Anybody who was watching Seen and Heard the other night.
Photo surf! Moto surf!
I bump the drums, the bass, the flute, the harmonica, all the way from
360,
Malibu to Santa
360.
Monica, up to Long Beach, back to Huntington. Take out my scope so I can see the honeys run.
Way too much music or we'll get copyrighted.
Whoops,
a little time up there. But
I'll be sitting down in a second.
that was for you, Jordan, for your Three Ninjas blunder. We still love you. All right, Malcolm.
Those new lanterns.
But our first matchup here is Horton Hears a Who and Untraceable with Diane Lane. All right, so we'll start at the bottom with Maria. And like I said, I'll work in Jordan to line up once he gets here, but we'll start with that. And which one are you gonna go for, Maria?
Tell me about Untraceable. I haven't seen it, so tell me about
It's
it.
kind of a Saw knockoff. Like it's like Diane
Okay.
Lane investigating some stuff, and there's a guy kind of torturing people online for views, and it's sort of one of the Saw knockoffs that came out around that time. Yeah.
I'm not in love with either one, but I will take Horton.
Okay. Yeah, Chris.
And not the Untraceable, I have a soft spot for it, and the better of the Doctor Who adaptation besides Jim Carrey. So I do have a Horton.
I could have sworn you said the better of the Doctor Who adaptations, and I was like, there was a Doctor Who Horton Hears a Who movie. All right. I was like, Doctor
didn't
Who
catch that.
meets Horton Hears a Who, and I was thoroughly confused.
And Doctor Who is one messed up
Yeah, right.
show, isn't it?
I was like, David Tennant was in that movie. Anyways, Malcolm. Excuse me, JPO. Go ahead, buddy.
I like Diane Lane. I wish she was in more things, but maybe Untraceable is why she's not in more things. It's fine, but it's pretty forgettable. Horton Hears a Who is another one I don't really go back to a lot, but it was actually pretty cute and funny from what I remember. So Horton Hears a Who gets my vote.
All right, vote for the Horton and Malcolm.
I'll say that first for Untraceable is freaking me out because I think my cursor's on there.
It kind of looks like the missing and the searching posters a little bit, yeah, sort of thing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Untraceable. I remember enjoying it, but I really enjoy Horton Hears a Who. I think it's a good movie, so Horton.
Yeah, Horton's a blind spot for me. I kind of quit watching animated movies after a little while. I only watched kind of the ones that really got a lot of buzz or, that people told me were really worth seeing. I have seen Untraceable. It's all right. Yeah, like I said, kind of a Saw knockoff, but Colin Hanks is in there. Yeah, Diane Lane. It's a decent little cast. It's not bad, but I'll give it a vote. But it'll be 4-1 for the Horton, Mr. Malcolm. Move that on.
Next up, we've got Yes Man up against Marley and Me.
Oh, boy. All right. All right. So we'll switch the order this time. We'll move up the ladder. We'll start with Chris Diaz.
Okay, Jim Carrey movie versus one that made me emotionally sob in my room all alone by myself watching As a Dog Lover. I go with Molly. It's emotional, manipulating, but As a Dog Lover is a cute movie with emotional ending too.
That's why I had JPO.
No, I mean, luckily Chris said it before I could. Yeah, Marley and Me, I think it is emotionally manipulative. It's trying to tug at your heartstrings a little too much here. And cats are better. Yes Man, or as the poster says, Mansour Hui. I want to see the French version where it's Hui Man. Hui man.
Monsieur.
I've actually grown in this movie here. At first I was like, it's fine, but it's kind of, it's not the greatest Jim Carrey, but it's grown on me. I think it's actually pretty funny movie, and it's one of those where I think Jim Carrey does elevate it. So I'm gonna go Yes Man.
Yeah, that's right. We could get a Jim Carrey match if Yes Man goes on to face Horton. That's right. We could. But Malcolm.
Like Chris said, like Marley and Me is like it is one of those ones like it's very like manipulative at times, but I still think it's a really good movie. I'm kind of the opposite when it comes to Yes Man. I rewatched it recently, and it kind of didn't have the same impact when I first saw it. So I'm gonna go Marley and Me.
Marley and Me is the movie that scared me into thinking that any movie that had a dog on the poster, the dog was going to die at the end. So I don't trust movies where the dog is on the poster. I just don't trust them. I don't watch them. I don't want to go through that because I'm a dog guy and I don't like that. And so that's why I still haven't seen JPO, that Channing Tatum movie, the dog movie or whatever, the one.
I'm not going to see that either.
Well,
Logan does not.
Why don't you wait? Why don't you want to see it?
Is there's a dog on the poster, so I don't trust it.
See it. It's a good movie.
It is not.
I know
It'll
Kevin
kill
Nash,
ya.
Marley and Me.
I know Kevin Nash is in it, so I probably should, but
Kevin Nash is like a weed dealer too, or a weed grower. Come on, see
So,
it.
but yeah, I'll go with yes, man, because I don't like being manipulated via dog death. Maria.
Well, it's a well-known fact that I don't like Jim Carrey. So, yes, I'd liked him when he was younger, but he's just like Robin Williams. There's a point where you just go, all right already.
Oh,
Calm
yeah.
down.
No.
Anyway,
I disagree.
Marley and Me for me.
More.
Even though that
Give me
about
more.
died at
Okay.
the end.
Well, Malcolm, that means we're
Worse.
not going to get the Jim Carrey matchup because Marley and Me is going to.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't realize
movie.
that.
Yes, Marley movie moves on. All right, we
Next
got
up,
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. and
Up
Stop
against
Loss.
Oh my.
All right, we'll see what happens here.
You both are trying to host. You know what? I've always kind of not defended King of the Crystal Skull, but just in the vein of like I had enough fun with it. Where like it's a 3 stars, like passable movie. And Stop Loss, I don't think I ever actually finished it, so I'm gonna get Crystal Skull here.
Okay, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm also a big defender of King Crystal Skull. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. Well, I think it's enjoyable. I just haven't seen Stop Loss, so Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Malcolm. While I don't think Crystal Skull is a great movie, I don't like. I'll say this: Dial of Destiny makes Kingdom of the Crystal Skull look like Raiders. Just be personal. Oh my God, does it? Poo poo. And I haven't seen Stop Loss either, so I'll vote for Crystal Skull in this round, but it probably won't make it very far with me. Yeah, Maria.
I thought Crystal Skull was dog meat when I saw it. I thought,
Wait till you see Dial of Destiny. If you
yeah,
haven't
I'm not
seen
going to see it.
Oh my God,
I don't do that to myself.
Jesus.
Like, Harrison, your time's over. Go retire. Have fun. You got a lot of money. Go fly around and spend it somewhere. But anyway, I haven't seen Stop Loss, but I don't mind Crystal Skull. I mean, I think it's okay enough. I get a little tired with the dynamic of the family and all those people coming back together and all that. But I mean, it isn't the worst movie he's ever made. There's others. So yeah, I'll go with the Crystal Skull.
Okay, Chris.
May I be the only one here without a nostalgic doggo on here? I think Skull is not good. I think it's awful. Did not hope about when a rewatch. I mean, the first thing alone, even though I haven't seen Top Loss, I would go with Top Loss.
I'm not saying it's going to move on very far. I'm just saying it's going to make it for this one.
I can't
So, which is
just
what it's
caution
gonna
that
do.
both for Crystal Skull.
Yeah, don't encourage him to fly. It doesn't seem like he's a very good pilot, Maria.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
As we found out. But yeah, Crystal Skull will move on for now, and we'll see what it might go up against here in a second.
Got the Mummy
Oh,
Tomb and the Dragon
oh,
Empire up
jeez.
against
I mean,
Journey to
Oh,
the
Brendan Fraser
Hey, is that
match.
even fair? I don't think that's fair.
A Brendan Fraser match. Well, all right, here we go. This is 2008 offerings. Malcolm.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of the when it comes to Journey to the Center of Earth, like I think it's fun. I don't think it's overly terrible, but I'm also not saying it's good either. And I mean it's the same with the third Mummy movie. Actually, like I enjoy parts of it. I think it's watchable. But out of the two, I'm probably going to go slightly towards Journey to the Center of the Earth. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning the same way. Yeah, definitely out of these two Brendan Fraser offerings, yeah, Journey's a better movie. And you guys know how much of a fan I am of the OG, like the 99 Mummy. It's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Love that movie. I hate Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, and I watched it again like not long ago. Maria Bellows supremely miscast, like for the replacement Rachel Weisz. It's just it doesn't feel like a Mummy movie, and that's because I think Rob Cohen took over. It just doesn't have that Summers magic. So yeah, I'm gonna go Journey as well. Maria.
Now this is the Mummy 2, you say, or
But the third one,
Wait.
this one with
third?
Jet,
Oh, it's the third one. Oh,
No,
never mind.
compare-
Jet Li and Maria
32.
Bello and Michelle Yao.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never,
it's-
that sucks. Journey to the Center of the Earth, please.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah, Journey. Mummy had the Getty playing soccer. Fucked the mummy. That Mummy movie. Yeah, Journey.
Yeah. But yeah, as Brian points out, and I found out the hard way when we ranked him, yeah, that's Henry Sanchez's favorite Mummy movie, which I was baffled by.
What?
I just could not believe it. Anybody would take that over the 99 one. It's astonishing, but
The
JPO.
99
I don't,
one,
e-
you
I
can't
don't,
compare.
I don't even believe that. I refuse to believe that, even though I just
I
heard
could
it.
take him seriously, and he said it again, like this on ASAP. Like I can't believe it. It's weird.
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
He's pulling
No,
a long
this-
con.
Yeah, race between that and Tom Cruise with one is
Yeah.
worse than the other one.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. No, I feel like I'm with the general consensus, at least from what I've heard, that like, yeah, of these two, what am I picking? And I had one more fun with. Doesn't diminish the other ones. Journey will get my vote.
All right. So it'll be a clean sweep for Brendan Fraser. All right.
Good for him.
Should say Journey. All right. Schenectady, New York, and Incredible Hulk. Okay. Yeah. Ed Norton. All right. So on to me. Yeah. I still have not seen Schenectady, New York. I feel like it's come up a lot on like random shows that we've done all over the place recently. I'll get around to it eventually. But I love the Incredible Hulk, the Ed Norton one. It's probably like a top 10 MCU movie for me. Like I think that movie's incredibly underrated. I dig it. I think it's just love the performances, the locations. I just like how it flows. It's good stuff. So I'll say Incredible Hulk for me. Maria.
Huh. Well, I think it's the Incredible Hulk in Fight Club, maybe. No, I'm kidding. Synchronicity I haven't seen. I don't even know anything about that. I'll go for the Incredible Hulk, even though I dislike Ed Norton. So there you go.
Okay. Yeah. Chris.
The City of New York is something I've been meaning to watch. A lot of the director movie I have never watched before, but I like The Incredible Hulk a lot. With Austin here, I think it does hold up well on repeat viewing, and it's underrated as well. Incredible fight scene at the end with the Abomination versus the Hulk. Like,
That's
so
true.
Hulk.
Okay. Yeah. JPO.
I like Hulk. I'm kind of sad. As much as I love Ruffalo, I would like to have seen where Norton was going to go with it as well. It's a good introduction to Hulk in this universe. But I'm going to show some love to Schenectady in New York. It is, of course, written and directed by my boy Charlie Kaufman. What else did he write?
Adaptation.
Adaptation, I was going to say.
Eternal Sunshine, you sons of bitches.
Oh,
Schenectady in
I
New
don't like
York
that
would be
movie.
my vote.
You're not going to hear me.
Am I wrong in my
No.
answer though?
Fuck you, Maria.
You turned me off. You've closed me off before.
Now. So I think one of his movie. So.
So my answer was not wrong though. He wrote adaptation.
Okay, right. But I'm just saying, if I'm the one asking the question, like, come on,
sure,
you know?
sure. I'm just saying I wasn't wrong. Malcolm.
Yeah. I haven't got. I don't get around to how you pronounce it, New York.
That New York movie, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
you got the hard part, then you're like, what's this New York?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been one I was meaning to get to for this, just didn't get around to it. I just had other ones I kind of wanted to watch for this. But yeah, I think the Incredible Hulk is underrated, and when we eventually get it, I mean, a lot of these characters are going to get a resurgence in the new Captain America movie, which is kind of weird, but I think it's because of the rights with Universal and whatnots. But yes, I'm going to go in the Incredible Hulk.
All right. Well, Incredible Hulk will take it 4-1, Malcolm. So let's see what we get next.
We've got You Don't Mess with the Zohan up against Step Brothers.
Step Brothers. Ooh, okay. All right, interesting. All right, two comedy matchup here. Maria.
Oh, is it my turn to go first? Oh,
Yes.
God. All right.
Yes.
I think Zohan's funny. I think he did a good job with that. I like Adam Sandler overall. I mean, I don't love everything he's done, but I think he's a pretty funny guy. He hasn't worn me out yet, so that must be a good thing. But the Step Brothers is funny. I mean, seriously, crazy, quotable fun. So I'll go Step Brothers.
Yeah, totally. Chris.
One I like, the one I don't like. I like Step Brothers a lot. Zohan, I skipped seeing the movie to see Kung Fu Panda, so I'm going with Step Brothers.
All right, JPO.
I like Snow Hand. It's one of those ones where
It was fun.
yeah, like it's a lot of like kind of like racial humor as well, but I actually think a lot of the humor does land here. I have my problems with it as well for sure. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but overall I enjoy it. But it is facing that one that I actually enjoy just that much more here. I love the chemistry between these two. That's why they did a couple more movies together here. They're the greatest man children ever. So Step Brothers,
Yeah. Malcolm.
Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes.
Yeah, I'm not overly high on Step Brothers, but I do like it more than Zohan. So Step Brothers.
Quick little thing about Zohan. When I saw it in the theater, there was no sound for the movie for the first like 10 minutes or 15 until they fixed it. So we were just watching that whole sequence where he's on the beach, like half naked, just like dancing and like cooking fish with like no music or no noise or anything. So it was a very strange way to watch that movie. And then they fixed it. But yeah, I like that movie too, JPO. I think it's funny. Like I think there's some good stuff to it. It's a lot of absurdist, just nonsense humor in that movie, which I just like, just silly sides and things. But it's no Step Brothers. Like Step Brothers is one of the best comedies of the 2000s. So I'll go Step Brothers. So yeah, Step Brothers will get a clean sweep there, Malcolm. All right.
But Harold and Kumar escaped from Guantanamo Bay up against Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. Okay. Chris.
I like both of these movies. I do. Guantanamo Bay, I think, does have a lot more laugh, and I died laughing a lot of it, especially with Rob Courtney as villain. So it's Harold Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Okay. JP.
This is my least favorite of the Harold and Kumars. They also escaped from Guantanamo Bay in like the first 20 minutes. A bullshit title. And yeah, I don't know. The humor did not land for me here. I think it's the least charming, least funniest of the three. I like Ghost Town, actually. It's another one that I'm not over the moon about, but I think this one actually handles, I think, the heart and the concept pretty interestingly enough. I like Gervais in the lead here. So, yeah, I'm going to say Ghost Town gets it for me.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Ricky Gervais' comedy at all. Like I like The Invention of Lying in that, but yeah, I did watch Ghost Town for this. I think it's fine. But yeah, I just really love Harold and Kumar got escaped from Guantanamo Bay, so Harold and Kumar gets my vote.
Yeah, I'm kind of with JPO on this one. That one is not to say I dislike it. I'll watch it because like I just like those characters and I like that trilogy. But it's kind of my least favorite of that one, just because I prefer when it's just kind of a one crazy night in like one location kind of thing, with like the original one, just them running around town trying to get food, and like the third one they go back to that, just kind of on a mission in the city to get the tree. This road trip thing I think doesn't work as well. But I also really like Ghost Town, and I like a lot of Rick Gervais. So I'm going to go Ghost Town. Yeah, I'll give it some love. Maria?
I think I'll go along with you. I mean, I like Harold and Kumar, but I don't like these. Let's keep this going for the rest of our lives deal. So Ghost Town.
All right, Ghost Town pulls it 3-2 with the comeback there, Malcolm. So, all right.
But Twilight up against Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day.
Okay, let's see where this one goes. JPO is up first on this one.
No, I'm happy to vote on this. I think I said maybe on the channel recently, I tried being the good guy of seeing Twilight for the first time here. I'm sorry, it's not a good movie here. It's unearned, it's rushed, it's not that good of acting here. Yeah, it's a pretty messy movie. Miss Pettigrew, actually, I saw it. It's a charming movie. It's got laughs. It's got some good characters. McDormand's the kind of the lightest you've ever seen her. Adams is killer in it. It's a charming, cute movie. So absolutely happy to say Mr. Pettigrew blows Twilight out of the fucking water.
All right, sounds good, Malcolm.
I mean, as someone who actually read the Twilight books, the movie is actually a really good adaptation of the books because
the book sucks too.
It sucks.
It's so not earned.
Hot take.
I know him twice and I'm madly in love. Oh, he sparkles. Fuck vampire lore. Oh God, trash.
But it's one of those ones like, even though the books suck, it's still. But I mean, the movies are a godly pleasure of mine. Like, I didn't get around to Miss Pettigrew. It's one that I was meaning to because I do like Amy Adams as an actress, but I'm gonna go Twilight here.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Miss Pettigrew, but it can't be as bad as Twilight. There's just no way with Frances McDormand and then the pedigree of that movie. It can't be. The only Twilight movie I can watch is the very last one with that Bill Condon directed, because I think he leaned into the absurdity of it and kind of cranked it up a little bit and made it kind of silly and leaned into the silliness. But yeah, the original one stinks. So yeah, I'll go Mrs. Pettigrew. Miss Pettigrew, whatever her name is. Hit the pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Miss Pettigrew wins. All right, Maria.
I have two franchises that I will never say yes to, and that would be the Shades of Grey or whatever they are, and the Twilight series. Never. Miss Pettigrew. I haven't seen it. Has to be better.
At
Couldn't
least
be-
50 Shades has a lot of nudity. At
Well,
least.
At least, but it's not anything.
That doesn't make it any better.
I'm just saying. At
Okay,
least
you don't
there's
like to go
something
to
distract
Johnson's
me.
movies?
Yeah.
I like
I'll
nudity, of
take
course.
that.
Who doesn't like nudity? But I don't like. Honestly,
more
how
of a
I think that's
writing
the movie theater for
crap that they
50 Shades. No.
deliver. It's just you shouldn't even start.
Yeah. Chris.
There only been 3 movies I ever walk out of. Twilight was one of them. Twilight sucks. Mr. Pettigrew.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that you had to write that down to confirm that.
Sometimes when you see it written down, it means
Is that
more.
The answer? Twilight sucks. Man, the correct answer is vampires suck. That was the Friedberg Seltzer parody movie. Yeah. All right.
I mean, I will say I do love that poster I found of Twilight.
Yeah, you know what? Best part of the movie, that poster.
Yeah, like a book style poster.
The dad is the
that
best
poster.
part of the movie.
Yeah.
We've got 7 pounds up against teeth.
Teeth. All right. That sounds good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I actually watched Teeth for the first time for this. It's definitely a weird horror movie, which I think is a lot of fun at times. But yeah, but I do really love. But fortunately, it has to go up against 7 pounds, which I think is a really good Will Smith performance. And yeah, so I'm going to go 7 pounds here.
Okay. Yeah, I saw 7 pounds once. Didn't do a lot for me. I have seen Teeth. Teeth is wacky. It's bonkers. I feel like if it was made like today, it would totally be a neon movie. Like if somebody would pick it up and try to like arts it up a little bit with like the themes and stuff of toxic masculinity and rape culture, things like that. That they kind of tackle in that movie, just not in a great way. Somebody would art it up, but it's still kind of silly. But it's a horror, so I'll take it over 7 pounds with the Teeth. Maria.
I think Will Smith does a good job in 7 pounds. I don't think it's the worst movie he's ever made. I admired his attempt to do the accent. He's not always there. But I think it's, I don't know, Teeth might be the most hilarious thing ever. But I'm going to go with Will Smith on this one because I like the movie kind of.
Yeah, just keep his wife's name out your fucking mouth, Chris.
Exactly. Never going to say that bitch's name again.
That's right. Chris?
7 pounds fall into the same category Molly me with very emotionally manipulating.
Of course.
It is. I've just seen Teeth because back then I wasn't big into a lot of horror movie watch when I was my teenage year high school. But I did go with Teeth because 7 pounds is not that great, and despite good performance for Will Smith.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
JPO, break the tie here. What you got?
Teeth has a couple of. It's kind of fun, great premise, but I do think it's a movie that kind of boils down to those couple scenes. Otherwise, it's kind of boring. So I'm gonna definitely go 7 pounds there. I think there's it's maybe led definitely by that performance. There's also some good stuff though from Dawson and Harrelson as well. So I'm definitely leaning towards 7 pounds.
I want to see somebody with 7 pounds of teeth. That would be a very heavy head. Yes. All right.
And quickly before I move on, fun fact about Teeth: the actor that played the Doctor in it is actually Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja
Josh
Turtles
Pace.
in the 90s.
Yeah. He's in Joker. Yeah, he's in a couple movies.
We've
All
got
right.
Reader up against
Yeah.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm up first. Yeah, I never got around to seeing The Reader. Wasn't up my alley. You know, it's one of those movies where the premise just kind of puts me to sleep immediately. I revisited Benjamin Button not too long ago when I did kind of I was revisiting some David Fincher and yeah, it worked pretty well. I ended up enjoying it. Not one of my favorite Finchers, but I think it's a pretty solid movie. So I'll go Benjamin Button on this one. Maria.
The reader just sounds like something that I would not like because I would be like, wait, hurry up and do something. And Benjamin Button is okay. I'm not in love with it, but I would prefer it over the reader. So
All right,
Benjamin
and 1 second, because he's finally here after
He's
some
here.
after some stuff here, after some
Man.
technical problems. I'm assuming. Jordan, you with us?
Major technical problems
Yeah.
in every hotel room. Ugh. It's like
There you
annoying.
go.
But
Well, all right, we're moving along pretty good here, Jordan. We're about 9 matches in. We're moving on pretty quickly, so we're keeping up the pace here tonight. So hopefully you can keep pace with us, Jordan. Yeah, because
well, you have to remind me on what's like made it and what's not. You know, when we
we'll
get there,
scroll.
you know.
We'll scroll back when we swing back around. We'll show you what made it, what didn't.
Yeah.
But right now,
But how's my mic
Yeah.
sounding? Is sounding okay?
I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I say okay. It's not great.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can hear you
it was-
okay.
It's having issues with the mic too.
I mean, we can hear you enough. It's
But-
fine. But we'll go to Chris, and then we'll come to you in a minute. Chris.
So different me phase during high school, seeing a lot of the Oscar nominated stuff. I think the reader is fine. I think Kate Winslet gave a great performance in it. I just think the topic itself very tough to watch and very come to watch at times. I love Benjamin Button. I think the makeup is fantastic. Brad Pitt is great in it. The acting across the board is really good in it, and it is one of the more underrated David Fincher movies that does get a lot of love in the community.
Okay. Yeah. JPO.
The reader is actually pretty good. I saw it right away because Kate Winslet's in it, and I love me some Kate Winslet. And as extras, the show with Ricky Gervais predicted, all she had to do was make a movie about Nazis, and she'd win that Oscar. And that's what she did. She finally got that Oscar because it was about Nazis. And I think she gives a killer performance in it here, as well as David Cross, not that David Cross, and who grows up to be Ray Fiennes in the movie. So I do think that movie here. But yeah, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I know some people compare it to other movies here, but I think it's still it's a gorgeous looking Fincher film here. That's still pretty interesting. So yeah, I do also lean towards Benjamin Button. But yeah, Reader's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Malcolm.
Yeah, I didn't get around to watching the reader for this. Like it's one that I've had on my radar for a while. It's not the only Kate Winslet movie that's going to be here. I can't remember if it's in this one or the other one, but she is in another one. But I do remember enjoying Benjamin Button's enough, so I'm going to go Benjamin Button.
All right. And Jordan, if you can hear us, because every time he adjusts his camera, he freezes for some reason. Yeah. All right. Jordan.
Well, it's either my audio sucks or I can't hear you. If I want to have good audio, it's like annoying. But the reader and Benjamin Button. I've never seen the reader. The reader looks boring. I don't know. Like I don't even know that much about it. I tried to look it up. Didn't really seem like it was up my alley. And Benjamin Button, it's fine. It's way too long. I'll say that. But it's good. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's good. Solid performances all around, especially like the Kate Blanchett. She's probably my favorite in the movie, but and of course Brad Pitt. But yeah, so I'll go Benjamin Button.
All right, Benjamin Button clean sweeps at Malcolm, and well,
Defeated the Nazi.
yep.
We've got Bronson up against Cadillac Records.
Okay, back down to Maria.
Well, I haven't seen Cadillac Records, but I've seen a whole lot of Bronson.
You see a lot
Over and over again.
You sure do in the movie.
I tell you what, I fell into that at like 1 o'clock in the morning on one of those nights you can't sleep. You start watching something that's so odd and kind of different. A lot of nudity. You're just mesmerized. I'm sitting there the whole time, still not asleep, but man, he made an impression on me. I'm going to vote for him no matter what. So, Bronson.
Bronson. All right, Chris.
I have not seen Unity, and I've been avoiding Bronson because they did a certain battleground match that I was judge of. Yeah, it kind of turned me off a little bit. But Tom Hardy versus Adrian Brody, I go with Bronson. Like Jeff, even though the battleground match, I do hear good enough thing about Bronson on my list of Tom Hardy movie best to watch.
Okay. Yeah, JPO.
Gotcha.
I don't, but if you did, never saw Bronson. Cadillac Records is decent. I'll go Cadillac Records.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I also haven't seen Bronson, but I've seen Cadillac Records, and I think it's a really good sort of biopic. Because you got like Adrian Brody in there playing Leonard Chess. Then you got like Jeffrey Wright playing Muddy Waters. Yasin Bey playing Chuck Berry and a bunch of other ones. But it's like, plus it's also got the actor known as Q-Tip in this in Cadillac Records.
Cheers.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Cadillac.
Good bit, my boy.
Such a vibrant thing, such a vibrant thing.
And also one of Maria's favorite actors that we found out.
That's exactly right. He's the only person I find with a Q that I knew.
So which one do you vote for?
Still not as bad as trying to vote for Xavier
Malcolm's
Woods
vote
in the
for-
acting game.
Malcolm's voting for Cadillac Records. Yeah. Okay. Jordan. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched about 5 movies for this, and my audio sounds too loud now. Let me know because I switched over to something. Cadillac Records was one I was looking at to maybe watch. I just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't really interest me that much compared to what else we have on the list. And Bronson's freaking awesome. Like, I think Bronson's great, and it's just a story about a psychopath.
For sure.
So, and it's a fun ride. So yeah, I'll go with Bronson. Tom Hardy kills it. So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to argue for a Bronson in an upcoming Battleground match for Tom Hardy because I love this movie. I think this movie's great. It's it feels a lot like Clockwork Orange when you watch it, which I did because I love
Exactly.
Clockwork Orange. And Nicholas Winding Refn before Drive. Yeah, if you want to check him, and great direction from him, great Tom Hardy performance. Yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. Bronson's awesome. So yeah, Bronson will take it. Malcolm 4-2.
That would be questionable. Like, what would it bet versus Nicholas Winding Refn?
I gotta do like an underrated Tom Hardy thing, so that's what I'm doing. Australia and The Happening. All right, Australia's come up a lot lately, Malcolm. Is it just me, or I don't know?
Yeah,
Random things. Yeah, I don't know. But Chris, we'll start with you.
The Happening is a piece of shit movie that should never have been made. Australia, the only Bob Legend movie I haven't seen, but I'm not the biggest Bob Legend fan. I like Moulin Rouge a lot, but I'm not the biggest fan of his other stuff.
Come on, you know you want to, Chris. Just vote for it.
Australia, fuck The Happening, fuck The Happening.
Oh, come on. Come on, JPO, show me some love. Come on, you know where I'm going.
Well, no, I never saw Australia. I'm not a big Baz Luhrmann fan. This looked kind of boring to me. As much as I love Hugh Jackman, this just never screams something to see, and the reviews kind of match that to a degree. Happenings is a messy film, but I'm far from fucking 3 times like Chris. So it's weird, and it is watchable in a bad way too. So Happening.
All right, Malcolm.
I've seen about 16 minutes of The Happening. I started it a little bit too late today, so didn't get time to actually get into it. But yeah, I've seen Australia. I think it's definitely not good. I'm not trying to say it's like good, but I enjoyed it enough. I just haven't seen enough of The Happening to sort of kind of gets us any love for it. So I'm gonna go Australia.
All right, Jordan, if you can hear us, because you're frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you there? Okay. All right.
I'm here. I'm just kind of
Looks like you're
looking some
lunching.
stuff up. So my camera might freeze from time to time, but I'm here. Australia I haven't seen. It just looks like, I don't know, kind of not really up my alley. Like, just kind of boring. Like, this kind of like epic. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I just haven't seen it. And The Happening, it's not great, but like one of those movies, it's like so bad it's good. Like, it's so bad it's fun though. So like, maybe not good, but so bad it's fun. Like, my favorite scene. Well, there's a lot of scenes where like people kill themselves in like unexpected ways. Like when the lady like rams her car into a tree and goes like shooting through the windshield and stuff. There's some fun stuff, and just Mark Wahlberg just being confused. He just looks like totally like confused and shocked the whole time, like through the whole movie from like beginning to end. So
Is that in Camelot? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
yeah.
Yep, sadly is.
Like normally I was going up it's a movie that I care about, then I'll vote for that. But I don't care about Australia, so I'll vote for The Happening.
Yeah, and I'm going to disagree with you slightly, Brian. The Happening's not a good bad film. It's a great bad film. And I
Great.
love watching it. It's a great bad film because I love great
Wrong
bad
words.
movies. I love great bad movies. Hypnotic, my favorite bad movie of this year. It's great. Great in its horribleness. No, and it might be time to admit that Shyamalan might be one of my favorite directors. I don't know because there's really only about one or two of his movies I don't like. So yeah, I might have to just bog down and just admit that eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Happening.
One or two movie you don't like.
Lady in the Water. Lady in the Water is not great. The first half of The Village is okay. That's about it. Yeah.
The Village is
Everything else,
same
surprising.
way.
I was shocked by The
And
Village.
then old is so bonkers that it's really watchable. Just the way people talk, like, they don't talk like people. It's weird.
Well,
really
that's not
written.
that good.
Like, well, I know it's not great, but I like it. That's the thing is he makes a bad movie and I still love it. So because it's his shit, it's his weird shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with
Wait,
you on
Austin,
I'll
you-
live fun.
Austin, you're saying you like The Last Airbender? Like,
Oh, I forgot he made that. No, that was not good. I always forget he made that. I will defend After Earth, though. I think After Earth is okay. So I watched it recently. It's not bad.
okay, you gained
right.
back my respect a good bit by saying it.
But
I
anyway,
forgot
we're
Anyways.
the votes.
Anyways, Maria's still got a vote.
Yes,
We'll
please.
see.
I'd forgotten it was his movie. I don't know what I was thinking. I love Mark Wahlberg in that thing. He's just like he's another fucking planet than anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think it's fun. I like The Village. I thought The Village. I was shocked at what the deal was with The Village. So I wasn't shocked like it was
I
in
like The
Sixth
Village,
Sense.
too.
I'll be honest with you. Sixth Sense I thought was a masterpiece, but and I'm so tired of Nicole Kidman. She's even there when she's not in the movie, she's still on the fucking screen. So
Yeah.
goodbye. So anyway, I'm voting for The Happening.
Okay, The Happening takes it. Malcolm 4-2.
I prefer my AMC ad to add a song rather than a cookie.
Yeah, I remember seeing an interview with him.
I'd rather have a
And
dancing
he
hot
said
dog.
But M. Night Shyamalan said, yeah, script ready to go for at least 10 more movies, but he's like, it takes so long to make these movies. I can only put out one a year, one every 2 years or something, So,
All right. JPO, you'll be up first for The Strangers and In Bruges.
No.
All right.
oh man, this is a hard matchup.
You gotta unmute yourself there, buddy.
Oh, and I was saying such a soliloquy. I like several things about The Strangers here. I think it's a good tense build up here. Relationship between her and Scott Speedman. It's just strange, but there's still love there. But yeah, and Bruce definitely gets my vote here. I think it's a real fun caper here. You get the Brothers of Inisherin before that, popping up in this. So yeah, I really like In Bruges. Really fun R-rated script. That's good stuff.
Yeah, totally. Malcolm.
Poor Colin Farrell. He looks so tired there.
On one hand, we've got another movie with Liv Tyler in it. I believe she was in The Strangers, and then we've got on the other side we've got another Ray Fiennes movie. But yeah, I
she was in Hulk from earlier.
Yeah, I just haven't seen The Strangers. It's another one that I wanted to get to, but just didn't have time. I'm gonna go In Bruges. I was going to rewatch it for this, but I remember loving it enough, so In Bruges.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, this one's tough because they're both really, really good. It's hard to find a bad Colin Farrell movie. Like, I don't know if there is one. I don't know, but I mean, there may be movies, but not performances.
Yeah,
But especially
He was
when you
in
pair with-
Artemis Fowl.
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Jordan, I know one you hate. The Lobster. He's in The Lobster.
Don't you?
I
I
Yeah.
love The Lobster.
I love The
I think
Lobster.
that was okay.
I'm just
Like-
saying, Jordan did not like The Lobster. Yeah, I remember you saying
feel
I
you.
hated The
Well-
Lobster. Yeah, you said that.
I wouldn't say
remember.
I don't like it. I'll put it this way. I liked the first half, hated the second half. I'll say that. But anyways, especially when you pair Colin Farrell with Martin McDonough. Like, he's always great whenever he's with that guy as a director. But The Strangers is just so good. I remember watching it with my ex-wife, and halfway through she didn't want to finish it because she gets scared easily, and so she So and it just seems like something that could just really happen to you, and it's done in like such a creepy way. There is one kind of like weird like character choice in it, but beyond that, like the movie's great. And me and Malcolm will be doing best our favorite horror movies in October, going head to head. And spoiler alert, The Strangers will be on that. So I'm gonna go with The Strangers.
Yeah. So ask me in 4 days what I think of In Bruges when I watch it for me and Jacob's show this Saturday, because I still haven't watched it yet. But we're supposed to watch it for the anniversary. I haven't. It's literally sitting on top of my Xbox right now. Yeah, it's sitting right on top of there. So I probably should have, but I didn't have time. But I love The Strangers. Strangers is great. So Strangers. Maria?
My dog is having a heart attack out here. Yeah, I'm sure you heard it. In Bruges, I've loved it since the day it came out. We went to see it at the movie theater, and I think it's funny. I love them both together. I think those two guys are just hysterical. Ray Fiennes, still a good villain. Well, semi-villain. And yeah, I haven't seen The Strangers, but I would always vote for In Bruges anyway. I love that movie.
Yeah. Chris?
Love both of these movies. Too bad they ruined The Stranger with the sequel. I love
ruined it. The sequel's just bad.
Yeah. I love both of these movies. I had to go in the booth. Ray Fiennes is listed it as bomb moment, one of the most funniest moments of the last decade.
All right. In Bruges goes on, Malcolm.
Bedtime Stories up against 88.
All right. All right. Well,
we had to get to bad movies eventually. So
yeah, right. Malcolm's up first.
88 minutes. Oh my
God. Malcolm.
But yeah. So I rewatched Bedtime Stories for this. I actually think it's a good movie. And 88 minutes is just false advertising because the movie is not 88 minutes. It is 110 minutes. So I'm going to go Bedtime Stories.
Liars.
Dirty bastards.
Jordan.
I've never seen 88 minutes. And honestly, when I turned to decide what to watch, I went on Rotten Tomatoes, 8% on Rotten Tomatoes for 88 minutes. So I'm like, maybe I'll pass on that one. And it's also Al Pacino that I don't care about. And Bedtime Stories, it's not great either, but at least it's like got some imagination and like some like cool kind of fantasy elements, and it's a good one for kids. I'll say that. So I'll go Bedtime Stories. I'm not like excited about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bedtime Stories. It's one of the Sandlers I've missed. I've only seen clips and things. Yeah, I've seen 88 minutes, and it's a crazy, stupid, bad movie. So I watch it. I watch the shit out of bad movies because I love bad movies. So I'll vote for 88 minutes. So Maria.
At the time the Bedtime Stories came out, I watched it with kids and so forth, and I must have thought it was okay because I bought it. I must be down in my mind. And I watched it recently. I'm like, what is that? I didn't finish it, but anyway, I don't like the Al Pacino version either, though. But I can't vote for Bedtime Stories, so I'm going to go with that poor Al and his 88 minutes that are worth only 8 points.
Yeah,
it's got a cool little gladiators like segment that's not bad. It's kind of fun in Bedtime Stories.
Yeah, that's okay.
Chris?
One of these movies remind me how much I don't find Adam Sandler that funny, except for a few of his movies. And the other one is got one of the worst Al Pacino movies right up there with right next to Kill. Like I had to go Al Pacino. I know people love Adam Sandler. I like some of his movies, but I cannot vote for a good cosmic Bedtime Story. It's awful.
Well, JPO, you're the Sandler guy. What do you think of Bedtime Stories?
Shabadoo, I'm here to defend you. I've seen both. 88 minutes is very forgetful. I feel it's a January release, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it should be. Yeah, it's direct to DVD worthy. That's how I got into theaters because of Pacino. Bedtime Stories. It's actually not even in the D list, the Sandler territory. It's in the BC list one here, man. It's a kid's story. It's Disney. The kids are cute. There's some fun fantasy elements to it here. You got even like Guy Pearce and Russell Brand are kind of funny. Like it's fine. It's fine. Bedtime stories gets my vote.
Okay, so
It's fine.
that means we have our first tie of the evening, and it goes down. We start at Maria, and we work our way up. So Maria.
Oh no.
It's a tie. It's a tie. Oh no, I'll have to do
Yeah.
Al. I just can't watch the other one.
Okay, all right, 88 minutes stinks it. All right, let's see how
Wrong
it
choice.
goes.
It's not going to go that far.
pretty
So
deep.
let's
It won't go that. It won't go that far. It's fine.
Bedtime.
Did they
88
lower
minutes
the
was
time?
actually an April release.
April, yeah.
That's why I said if it's not, it should be.
Frost Nixon got
I
a Best
love-
Picture
I love
nominee,
both.
and Rock and Rolla with Gerard Butler. All right, Jordan. So first.
So
Richard Nixon.
I've never
was one
seen
of the
either
guys.
one of these. Like I debated maybe watching Rock and Rolla, but Frost Nixon, I mean, it looks good too. I mean, that one's like a highly rated on by a lot of critics and stuff. But I'm just not like a Frank Langella guy. Like I don't know, he didn't do a lot for me. And Rock and Rolla has a really awesome cast. I don't have it all pulled up right in front of me, but the cast is like really stacked. And between these two, since I've never seen them, I would way rather watch Rock and Rolla. So how about that?
Directed by Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, Guy
Yeah.
Ritchie.
And that's the problem. I don't love Guy Ritchie movies. I don't think I've ever really
He's
loved a
hitting
Guy
this,
Ritchie
yeah.
movie ever. I just never really loved one of his movies. I can't vibe with him. They just, I don't know. It just his style just doesn't work for me. I love Frost Nixon. I think Frost Nixon's great. I've seen it a couple of times. Just I love a good kind of back and forth. Like it's a lot of people talking in rooms. It's really good. So, and I like good people talking in rooms movie. So
they
Frost
do.
Nixon for me. Yeah, good stuff. Maria.
Lived through Richard Nixon and his all of the fun of him. So no, thank you. I'll do Rock and Rolla.
All right, Chris.
I love both of these movies. Rock and Roll is I think one of the more underrated Guy Ritchie movie, and I love Frost Nixon. I think Frank Langella's best performance. I think Michael Sheen's best performance. Well, yeah. But explain it Amaja just by how much I love Rock and Roll, I had to go Frost Nixon.
Okay. JPM.
I like this one actually. This is kind of close for me here. I like Frost and Nixon. I think they're both really good back and forth. And again, as someone that's ignorant about history, I didn't know how this was going to end. So I was going to throw all the from beginning to end. And I am Mr. Hit on Guy Ritchie from time to time. This one's a hit for me though. I enjoy this one. I like the cast of characters here. You never quite know who's on what side. And yeah, I'm gonna go Rock and Rolla.
Rock and Roll. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, Michael Sheen is one of those actors who's he goes all over the place with his roles. He either goes all serious and plays real people like he did with playing Tony Blair in The Queen, David Foster, or he would go to weird movies like Underworld franchise or Twilight.
He's the only good thing. Him and Ben the only good thing about the Underworld.
An Underworld
yeah, I
movie?
just haven't
Weird.
seen Rock and Roller. I just haven't seen Rock and Roller. It was on Netflix for me last month, but it must have left somewhere between the end of August and now because I wasn't there anymore.
Winston. Go.
And I watched Frost Nixon for this, and it's a really good movie.
Come on.
Jordan's not going to like it.
Go on,
So
go
Frost
on.
Nixon gets my
I
vote.
like
Why
it.
not?
Gotta go.
It's like
Go on.
rated in like the 80s on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that.
Go on there.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on.
And it is a lot of
alright,
people
so-
talking in rooms.
Yeah, sure is. So we have another tie, and it moves up to Chris Diaz, so you can put through either one.
Yeah, it's Fox Nixon. That bomb moment when Nixon missed something on screen, one of the best Fox moments.
Yeah. All right.
Turkey dick.
All right, Frost Nixon, and we will see what we got next. We got Leatherheads.
Leatherheads up against Defiant.
Defiance.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Me first. I haven't seen either one of these. I never got around to Leatherheads. I never got around to Defiance either.
Leather.
They're about on the same level as far as like, which one I would want to watch. I don't know. I'll go with Defiance. I don't know. I haven't seen either one.
I think
so
it's a better one
we'll
of the two. Yeah.
We'll see. So Maria.
I saw Leatherheads. I was so in love with George Clooney. I used to go to all the first nights, of all those movies that he had, and Leatherheads was the first disappointment I've ever had with him. I think John Krasinski's in it as well,
Yep.
and he's not bad. They're not. It's not the worst story, but it's just not good. But Defiance is pretty good. I mean, there's people in forests and so forth, and Nazi built and all that stuff. So I'll take Defiance.
All right, Defiance. All right, Chris.
The Defiance is actually a really good true story movie. Daniel Craig leaves Sniper and a bunch of people in it. Great. Leatherhead, not that good. It's one of my least favorite Joe Craig movie. Funny.
All right, JPO, Defiance or Leatherheads?
Another one that's kind of even for me here, Defiance. I think it's a good movie, good message here, but slightly more in my alley. I thought was Leatherheads here. It's not. It's trying to be kind of an old timey movie in a way here. I mean, so the laughs aren't uproarious, but I think it had the right kind of heart in mind here. Clooney directed it as well, I believe. So I had a good enough time with it. So Leatherheads.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one, but the one I'll probably go and see first is Leatherheads, because I do quite like George Clooney movies, and I actually really like Renee Zellweger as well. So Leatherheads gets the vote.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. I have seen both of these once, like a long time ago, so I can like vaguely remember stuff about it. But I just remember Leatherheads being kind of like disappointing, and that's a good way to put it. I mean, John Krasinski was okay, but Defiance is great. Yeah, I remember Jamie Bell. He's really great in it. Lee Schreiber, and then Daniel Craig. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's really good. So, and also it has like a young, the guy from 1917, like one of the main guys in there. Yeah. George
Hammond from
McKay.
Game of Thrones. Okay, no.
Yeah. so yeah, I'll go Defiance.
All right, Defiance 4-2, Malcolm. We'll take that one. All right.
That is the last one on that
Good job,
side.
guys. Under an hour. Boom! Let's keep it up. I like it. Let's do it.
Oh,
I like it.
Hey, want to do a little recap? Just a quick one, a speed one. Austin.
I don't have the
Keep your eyes
bracket.
glued on the screen.
Malcolm has the bracket.
Oh, Malcolm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show you what they went up against when we go back through
When we
round
go back,
two.
yeah, we'll
Okay.
show you. We'll show you.
I just kinda-
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep up the pace we got, because I like it. I like it in the bracket. The side's done under an hour, so let's keep it up. 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Maria, we got Street Kings and Star Trek 09.
Is there any choice? There's no choice. Star Trek, amazing. Loved it. From the instant I started watching it, I've watched it probably 100 times now. Love that movie. Love Chris Pine. Love, what isn't it from... can't think of Carl Urban. Carl Urban. I think he's great as Bones. I think he's just hilarious. And so Zachary Quinto's doing a great job with Spock.
Anton Yelchin, John Cho, keep going.
Anton Yelchin, I love him too.
Yeah.
Tyler
Green
Perry.
Room. Green Room is
peace.
really good if you haven't seen that. That's
Tyler
really
Perry.
fucking amazing. So
Tyler Perry's
anyway,
in the sequel, not this one.
He's
Star
in the
Trek.
original. He's in the 09 one. Yes, he is. Chris?
Yes, where?
He's in the council thing at the beginning when he cheated the Kobayashi Maru. He's the one chastising him on the
Really?
council.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
I'm not denying, I'm just asking.
You're a denier. We can tell it.
Chris.
So
Hey.
yeah, my
Yeah.
vote's for Star Trek.
Street King is fine. I remember renting it for Netflix when Netflix did the DVD back then. It's fine.
Netflix still
yeah.
does the DVD thing for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's Star Trek. It's the second best Star Trek movie behind Lexicon, and it's one of the best moments watching movies in theater for me. Star Trek 09.
All
Netflix.
right. Yeah, JPO. Yeah, he still got him. There you go, JPO.
The player.
The player. What's that?
Tim Robbins, I think, right? Yeah, Tim Robbins.
Good movie,
Oh.
naturally.
Okay.
Steve Allen shares.
gonna
in
steal
this,
one,
John
just steal that
Cusack,
one.
Jeff Goldblum, Peter Falk. No, you don't got to return them anymore. This is mine.
Oh, really?
Good movie,
Street,
actually.
Street Kings, yeah, I've never seen it. That's why I bumped up my list.
We can-
Street Kings, it's kind of forgettable. It's a one-time watch, no more, no less. Star Trek is really fun, man. I really want. I want to see more. I really want another movie from this group.
I do too.
I
wish you'd
enjoyed
get
this
on
group
it.
a lot. So yeah, Star Trek is my vote for Shizzle.
All right. Malcolm.
Yeah, I've seen Street Kings once. I believe it's Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
But it is Hillary.
But
Laurie,
yeah,
Chris Evans.
But yeah, I love 2009 Star Trek movie. I mean, like if I was to do a Star Trek movie ranking, it's probably my favorite one out of the ones I've seen of the Star Trek franchise. So I'm gonna go Star Trek.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trickies is slightly underrated. I mean, I think that there's some fun to be had there. But yeah, I mean, it's no Star Trek though. Star Trek is great. I think I don't know. It's probably the best one, in my opinion. I mean, they're all pretty good, but yeah, this one's really, really solid. Like, really surprised me. I think it surprised most people because there's a lot of like diehard fans of the original series, and I think it surprised that most people were pretty happy, even the diehard fans. So yeah, I'll go Star Trek. They're both like ST movies.
Haven't seen Street Kings, so Star Trek for me. Malcolm, making a clean sweep. All right.
Four Christmases, I think it's
my.
Milk. All right. All right, Chris, you're up first.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get the love for Christmases. I know some people have. It's fine. Milk is really good. I think a little bit. But another biopic, but I see Sean Penn is fantastic, and I think James Franco is really good in it. Josh Brolin is really good in it at the kind of villain of the film. Like, it is a really good movie. Just by the number, but Milk get my vote here.
Okay. All right. And JPO.
I was about to ask who defends Four Christmases, but now that I thought about it, I think my brother does. So there's an audience.
The guy right under me, JPO.
Yeah. I'll get my brother down on the show. We'll join you in that. I can't quite be there. I don't hate it, but it's probably more of a thumbs down if I had to choose. Yeah, kind of as Chris said, great performances in Milk. I think it's a good flick. Really good Sean Penn too, man. Like, just like I kind of thought he was becoming kind of one note. He's so fun in this one. For once, it's nice to see Sean Penn smile. Who knew he could? So Milk.
All right, Malcolm.
I also actually defend Four Christmases. Like, I'm not trying to say it's one of the best Christmas movies of all time, but I think it's still fun. But that being said, I saw Milk for the first time for this, and yeah, it's a really good movie. And yeah, so Milk gets my vote.
Yeah, Jordan.
So Milk does something. So I tried to watch it for something else. It was on some other tournament we did recently, and it does something.
One-word titles.
Yeah, that like I really don't like when movies do. They just say like here's what the entire movie's about. What happens from beginning to end. Now let's watch the story of that, like what we just told you. It's like, really, like you're just gonna like tell us, because it literally tells you everything like right in the beginning, you know, and then you're just watching it play out. So I'm just like I don't love that choice, but I really like Four Christmases a lot. Like I understand most people don't like it, but like I have a lot of fun with it. My favorite sequence is when they go to visit Robert Duvall. It's Vince Vaughn's dad, and like they're like trying to like throw this money at him, buy him Xboxes and like a new satellite dish, and he's like, I'm just happy with my rabbit ears, and then they're like trying to install it on the roof, and like old man Robert Duvall is just like yelling and complaining, get off my roof, and like just like being a grumpy old man. And then you have what's his name, John Favreau, and being one of the like older brothers that's like constantly like tormenting him and wrestling him and trying to like beat him up and all that stuff. I think it's fun. So I usually watch Four Christmas. I'd say every other Christmas. I'm not gonna watch it every year, but every other year, sure. So I'll go with Four Christmases.
Well, Malcolm, you know what I say about Milk.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
That choice?
It was a bad choice because I haven't seen it. So Four Christmases. Maria.
I don't like either one of them.
Hmm.
I don't mind Sean Penn horribly, but I mean he's just so annoying with all of his political crap that he does all the time. Okay, I'll go with Milk.
All
I'm
right.
definitely not voting for that Vince Vaughn thing. Forget it.
Okay. Milk takes it 4-2.
No, don't. Who cares about politics? Talk about movies here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you hear him talking about
Frozen River up against Gran
That's why I
Torino.
don't listen to him. I just watch his
Yeah, I
movies.
guess so.
What is Frozen River? I don't even know what that is.
It's a little
Yeah, I
kid.
tried
Isn't
to
it?
look it up, and I didn't recognize any of the
It's
cast.
it's got Melissa Leo in it. I remember looking it
Oh,
up
that's
when I was making this.
Well, that ain't her, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Was anyone voting
Yeah.
for Frozen
Yeah.
River?
I thought she looked older than that. Okay.
Not in 2008.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Duh. Okay. Sorry. Wasn't
Do you want to
thinking.
just move through Gran Torino? How about it?
Yeah, that's fine. But in defense of Frozen River, it is pretty good.
Okay,
Is
but
it?
Gran Torino's better. Yeah, so Gran Torino.
Yeah, off
Yeah.
my
Not by
lawn.
much.
Yeah.
Not by much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one that I put in because it was nominated at the Oscars, like for one of the screenplay categories. And
It is like her breakout. Like it is her breakout for sure. Like
Yeah,
we know of Melissa
Really?
Leo, I think, because of that movie. I think so. Yeah.
but anyway,
Well,
we've got
okay
Last
then.
Chance Harvey up against Tropic Thunder.
Another one I don't know what it is.
All right, I do. JPO?
I mean, we're in the same boat as last time though, because actually no, I did see the Frozen River, but I never saw Last Chance Harvey. I like Hoffman a lot. I like Thompson too, right? Yeah, I like Thompson. I don't know. It didn't scream out to me, so I never got around to it. Tropic Thunder, kind of an all-timer comedy, definitely in top 5 of this year. So Tropic Thunder.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I did watch Last Chance Harvey for this. I think it's a pretty charming movie. I think Dustin Hoffman and Emma Thompson actually have great chemistry together. And like essentially it is a rom-com and all that about like old people falling in love and that. I think it's fun. People know what I think about Tropic Thunder by now. I'm not a fan of it. I think Tom Cruise is good in the movie, but I've just never found it overly funny. I've given it many rewatches and just really it's not gelled with me. So Last Chance Harvey gets my vote.
Jordan?
Yeah. I never heard of Last Chance Harvey until this, but Dustin Hoffman is always good, and Emma Thompson. So, I mean, I'll give it a watch at some point, probably just for the cast alone. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tropic Thunder. Like I love everything that they're doing in that movie, just almost from beginning to end. From the booty sweat, the like fake commercial at the beginning, and then like them just trying to do every single trope from like war movies, but like be over the top about it. And then the Tom Cruise, Les Grossman stuff, like it's all great. I love me some Tropic Thunder, so let's go Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I have seen Last Chance Harvey a couple of times actually. This is one I've gone back to more than once. Maybe I just like older people romance movies. I like Something's Got to Give as well. Like I don't know. Like I kind of dig this one. JP, I think you would like it. It's pretty charming. It's really good. So yeah, I recommend it. I like it. But it's still going against Tropic Thunder, which kind of sucks. And Last Chance Harvey is going against like something else, kind of mid. I would probably vote for it, but it's Tropic Thunder. So, Maria.
Yeah, I love Tropic Thunder. I've won a match myself in my previous couple of years here, just about that movie because I just love it. I could quote it all day, and I think it's great. I think it's funny as hell. Like never not smile when everybody meets the guy at the end and goes, "You got hands." That's the first thing everybody says when he's supposed to be saving their lives or whatever. You got hands. Anyway, I think it's hysterical. I haven't seen Last Chance Harvey, probably won't, but yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, 2008 was a really good year for comedy. When we look back at this, I love Tropic Thunder. Despite that, the scene talk about the R-word and not the bigger fan of that scene. Just do the personal thing. But I love every moment Tropic Thunder except for that. I haven't seen Last Harvey, but you guys convinced me to add it to my watch list. Tropic Thunder get my vote.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder moves on, Malcolm. And next one.
Zack and Miri make a porno up against the wrestler.
Ooh,
Oh.
Oh,
damn.
Now we have a problem.
I like both these. Malcolm.
Shit.
I like Zack Miri making porno. I think it's good. And yeah, but I think The Wrestler is definitely the better movie here. And yeah, I think Mickey Rourke should have won Best Actor for his role.
Yeah.
I think it was great. I think it was Sean Penn.
No, of course, yeah.
But yeah.
For Milk, right?
The Wrestler gets my vote. Yeah.
So me next. Yeah, like I really like Zack and Miri make a porno. I mean, for certain things, like I love Craig Robinson in this movie. I think he's so good in it, and then Justin Long for his little bit that he's in it. But and then Seth Rogen's always hilarious to me. Like I mean, some people get annoyed by him at points. I don't, but yeah, The Wrestler is like an all-timer for sports movies, for wrestling, for just like drama, for all that stuff, and Mickey Rourke, Marissa Tomei, yeah, it's really, really good. So I'll go with The Wrestler. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna vote for The Wrestler if it comes up.
Yeah, The Wrestler's probably good enough to win one of these tournaments, honestly. But yeah, I do defend Zack and Miri. Yeah, I think it's a really underrated still Kevin Smith movie. Really good. Yeah, solid cast all around. Very, very funny. But yeah, The Wrestler, I mean, I've literally ref for people in this movie. So like I have connections to it, you know what I mean? And it's just as somebody who's in the business, like it's, you know, it means a lot to people who are in the business. So I'll say The Wrestler. Maria.
I've seen both of them, and I like Zack and Miri. It's really good, but I think his performance in The Wrestler was like so touching and so not what I expected from him. You know, I was around when he was younger, and he was a little more cocky, and he got in trouble all the time and whatnot. But he made it just the absolute pathos of being a wrestler in that, you know, just at that age, just was brilliant. So I think The Wrestler for me, please.
Yeah, Chris.
I love both of these movie. That Mary, one of the few Kevin Smith movie I've seen that I really do like a lot. I need to see more. I know that from people. But I love The Wrestler. I think it is Mickey Rourke's best performance he ever given anything.
Yep.
And it's
I agree.
really phenomenal movie. The best Aronofsky movie by far. That doesn't feel emotionally manipulating. Yeah, The Wrestler.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, my two loves are fighting here, Kevin Smith and pro wrestling. Excuse me. I like Zack and Miri. I think it's pretty funny. It's also a decently rewatchable movie as well. But yeah, The Wrestler I think is truly top notch here. It didn't last long, the revitalization of Mickey Rourke, but definitely did bring him back. You know, kind of a Marvel movie and whatnot. But no, man, I think the relationship between him and his daughter is beautiful here. His last soliloquy to even Marissa Tomei about how he feels when he's in that ring. Yeah, I love it, man. This and Fighting With My Family are the two movies that show love and respect to pro wrestling so far. So yeah, Wrestler gets my vote.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say my two loves are fighting here. That wrestling and pornos.
Wrestling and porn, yeah.
Well, you know, I mean,
Kevin Smith and porn, my 3 favorite.
You know, I mean, you know,
does someone eat a chicken tenders in one of these movies? And my 4 favorite things. There you go.
Yeah, right.
You know what I say about wrestling and porn? That just gives me. Especially JPO when you put them together, it's great. You know.
Anyone going to House Bunny over Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No, fuck no.
No, I mean, I don't think House Bunny's the worst movie out there, but
it's amusing. But yeah, that's fine.
But it's several notches below.
Yeah.
All right, Wally and
Anybody really going?
Anybody going with Trumpet Taylor over Wally?
Wait,
Come on.
No.
Are we saving for some more time?
What's the first one? I can't even see
Walmart,
what that is.
Wally. Wally.
Walmart, yeah, I
I'll
mean,
go Drill Bit Taylor.
Walmart, please.
No,
Oh,
come on. Wally all
I
day.
mean,
I probably would have been outvoted.
I
I'm
have
not
my
a fan
issue
of
with
Wally.
Wally, but
But you can still move it over. I don't like
Yeah,
Wally.
Wally.
Well,
Wally's
it's better than
awesome.
that drill bit thing.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
21 up against Quarantine.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Fuck me.
What's 21?
Uh,
Oh, that's a. Never
the
mind.
Blackjack movie with the guy
Blackjack.
we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Right. No.
He's not even on the poster. That's weird.
Yeah, they edited him out of the poster.
Hmm.
I could have sworn he used to be.
No, I'm sure that's a normal poster. I don't think they re-edited it 10 years later, the poster.
Yeah, right.
No.
I don't know. You never know. We'll go around on this one real quick, Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, like I actually really like 21. That's a movie that I go back to all the time. And I've never seen Quarantine all the way through. I've only ever seen like bits and pieces. And they should have done a different poster than the last scene of the movie, but that's
Yeah.
Just watch the original.
but-
Wanted to watch
but-
the remake.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Jim Sturgis though, like I don't know if he gets enough credit as an actor. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe he does, but like I feel like I don't like hear people talking about him. Like I think he's really good. And yeah, it's kind of like a cool story of them like going to like count cards in Vegas because they're from MIT and then they're really smart. So yeah, I'll vote for a 21. I think it's good.
I haven't seen 21, but I've seen Quarantine, and it's no wreck, so I'll say 21. Yeah, and fuck that movie for them. Yeah, the marketing material putting both the end scene on the poster and in the trailer.
And for
Yeah.
changing the last.
Stupid. Don't do
Stupid.
that, movies.
This
Stop
might be the most
doing that.
egregious of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
stop
fuck.
doing that. The Apparition did that shit too. The
Yeah.
Apparition has the same fucking thing with the end shot on the poster
on the
and in the
poster.
fucking trailer. Like, stop
I remember
doing that.
watching the movie going, no, is this the fucking...
Knock it off.
Come on.
Yeah, stop doing that. That's bad. So yeah, Maria.
21. I'll take that one. Thank you.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah. I can't even say the title. It's so bad. The
Quarantine?
Yeah.
the American remake of Wreck that is so awful and so bad that ruined everything that's good about Wreck and ruined by the last 20 minutes of the freaking movie. Yeah, fuck that movie. Don't watch the original 21. I could go on a long rant about Quarantine and how bad it is compared to the original.
Yeah, for sure. JPO.
Yeah, and I'm in the same vein here. I thought about it for a second, but yeah, Quarantine, I think it does a couple of okay, interesting things. Probably just rips it off from Wreck, but like, yeah, it kind of ends on a whimper as well because of what you said. But yeah, 21. Well, I don't love it by any means. I think there's enough interesting kind of twists and turns and performances in this as well. Do it just keep you entertained throughout to a large degree. So 21.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, there's actually multiple different posters for 21. Like don't know if you can see it clearly, but there is one that's got Spacey on there. He's on the Jack Carden behind them. Essentially, one of them has them spaced out more out, but there is one that has him on the ace as well. But yeah, I had no love to. I actually didn't. I'm not a fan of Wreck. I just never got into it. I haven't actually seen Quarantine, but I like 21, so 21 gets my vote.
All right. Well, it's actually a clean sweep for 21, Malcolm.
All right.
All right.
Revolutionary Road up against W.
Okay. All right. I'm up first. I haven't seen W yet. Again, I'm not an Oliver Stone guy. I don't think his movies vibe with me, so I just never got around to W. But I revisited Revolutionary Road a little while. I have like a 4-pack of Leo movies with like this and like Blood Diamond and like other movies, and it's actually pretty good. If you like Marriage Story, it's very similar. It's a couple arguing with each other a lot, but
way more depressing than Marriage Story.
Yeah, but Michael Shannon shows up about halfway through the movie, and he's great in it. So it's another early Michael Shannon that's awesome. So, but it's a good movie, Sam Mendes. So, Revolutionary Road.
When is Michael Shannon not awesome?
Yeah, I mean, he's great, but he's really great in this movie.
The Flash.
Everything. Yeah.
I just I think DiCaprio is way overrated. I like Kate Winslet though. I've seen that a long time ago though. I'll go with the W. I'll take that one instead.
All right, Chris.
Following that hot take there for a moment. W fun, entertaining, revolutionary road is depressing as fuck. With a great Michael Shannon performance. With very depressing endings. I go with Revolutionary Road. I think Michael Shannon performance alone is phenomenal in the movie. The reason why he got nominated for it.
All right. Yeah, JPO.
Similar to what Chris said, but with the opposite voting here, I'm gonna go with W. Revolutionary Road, yeah, Shannon's really good in it. I mean, no one's bad in it. Obviously, DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, two of our best going today. But it is just such a downtrodden movie without, I just don't think, enough redeeming qualities. I think that's why Shannon got kind of shouted out and no one else did, because I just felt like it just, when he's not in it, it's so downplodding. And W, yeah, I don't love it, but like I think there's enough fun to be had here. It's got another great cast as well. I like Brolin's performance here, so I gotta go W here just by a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll go to Bob.
Yeah, I haven't seen Revolutionary Road. It was another one I was hoping to get to. And yeah, I think it's one of those ones. I think like Kate Winslet kind of came down to like she had this in the readers. Like I think people probably vibed for her performance in the reader over Revolutionary Road. But I actually have seen W. I think Josh Brolin is probably the best in the best portrayal of George W. Bush in the movie. So I'm going to go vote W here.
All right. Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, so I actually watched Revolutionary Road for this, and man, was it boring. Boring. These people hate their life. Like they're like I don't know. They just don't seem happy at all.
Bickering, so much bickering.
Yeah, and it's not only the performances. The performances are all great. Leo's good. Kate Winslet, and then it does pick up a little bit once Michael Shannon comes into the picture. But I was just like bored. I almost wanted to turn it off, but I stuck it out. I watched it all. I've never seen W. But I do see that Sandy Newton. It might be the second Sandy Newton movie on this because I watched Fat Boy Run, and she's in that. But yeah, so I would probably these were in front of me. I would watch W before I ever rewatch Revolutionary Road. So I'll go W.
I think my joke for W, but for the next round.
Yeah.
All right, W. Malcolm takes it 4-2.
W.
We've got Kung Fu Panda up against the X-Files. I want
that is I Want to Believe. Yeah.
Anybody doing vote for X-Files?
Oh come on! Yeah, I said that's the shitty X-Files movie. So yeah. Anybody want to vote for that over Kung Fu?
No.
I've always said it's not shitty. It just reminds me it's unnecessary. It's like this would be like season, like episode 7
TV
episode.
Season. Yes.
Yeah, like
Why
I felt the need to make this a theatrical experience. I don't know.
Kung Fu
We're
Panda
getting another
rules.
season of the X-Files, and it's unnecessary. Stop.
Yeah.
They can make a good story about it. I love those.
Speaking of on Fat Boy One,
I love the X-Files. Yeah.
But it's up against Iron Man. Uh-oh. Tricky.
No.
Oh boy. All right. We'll see real quick. Maria, we'll go. This one may be academic. We'll see.
Is there any other person I could choose but Iron Man? I mean, started the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he crushed it. I can't believe how good he was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Chris?
I like both of these movies. Even though I think Iron Man suffered a little bit from that last final action sequence, those things held up well. I love the ending. So, yeah, Iron Man. It's what's out of the MCU. It's still like a MCU movie. Right.
JPO.
Alrighty. Run Fat Boy Run. I think has some really good moments in it. Peg's great. I love kind of his struggling up comments. But yeah, Iron Man. Come on, it's the OG tale. It's a great origin story here. RDJ, unlike Mickey Rourke, kept his renaissance going. And so yeah, we got to go Iron Man here.
Yeah. All right. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Iron Man. I think I know where this is going, so I'm going to give some love to Fat Boy One because I think it's a really good movie, and like it doesn't really get talked about as much. And I want to say it's David Schwimmer's directorial debut. I think it's his first movie he directed.
Oh, dude, Schwimmer directed it.
Ross from Friends directed it.
Watch my friend.
He's directed a couple things. Yeah,
it's very British. I don't know.
Yeah. I know he's directed a few things. I just think this might be his first one. But anyway, I'm going to give some love to Fat Boy.
Mm-hmm. All right. I haven't gotten around to Run Fat Boy Run yet. Oh, sorry, Jordan. Sorry, I thought I was in that position again. I got confused.
No, it's all good. No worries. Yeah. So I watched Run Fat Boy Run all the way through for the first time. I'd seen bits and pieces because my mom really loves this movie, and I love Simon Pegg and like everything. Like he can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. But it might just be like the British humor in there that I don't get, and I'm just kind of like, there's all these sequences I'm not laughing. I'm like, that's not funny, and I can see it how it's meant to be funny, and I'm just not laughing. I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm not a big Hank Azaria fan either. Like, just do Simpsons voices and like stick to that.
Oh hell no, he's such a good character actor. No,
he's good in that TV show where he played the baseball announcer. I'll give him that one. That one's good.
He fucking killed it in Brockmire.
Yeah, and Brockmire. He is good in that. But yeah, Iron Man. I mean, yeah, that's like what kick started the MCU, and you got RDJ, and then you got a great villain with Jeff Bridges being the Ironmonger. So yeah, I'll vote for Iron Man.
Iron Man's still a top 10 MCU for me. So Iron Man, yeah.
Schwimmer's only done 3 films. He did a rom-com in '98 called "Since You've Been Gone" with Laura Flynn Boyle, and then his last film was the thriller Trust with Clive Owen.
Yeah, but this was his first theatrical one, is what I was trying to say. Anyway.
Well, that's not what you said. That's why I said no.
You guys are so funny.
Let's point it out.
Anyway, we've got Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Oh my goodness.
Rogue, yay. All right, Chris.
What the hell is Rogue?
It's an animal attack movie. We talked about animal
How fast can you swim? Can you not see that, Chris?
And you'll get an idea.
Yeah.
You better swim really fast.
No, it's a political, espionage movie about some guys
spinoff.
Conspiring behind closed doors, going rogue. You know what I mean? And then they all get eaten by a crocodile at the very end of the movie. So
that'd be good. Line them up. Let them get all get down.
That poster's a spoiler, like Quarantine. It's like the last show. All right, Chris.
Why did they do that? So
say what you will about he should not be named director of Vicky Cristina Barcelona. It is actually a really good movie.
Come on. Just because I did my daughter doesn't mean you can't name me.
Like, the cast is great. I had to go with Vicky Cristina Barcelona. It's a really good movie. Javier Bardem is great. Penelope Cruz is phenomenal in the movie. Same with Charlotte Johansson.
Yeah. JP?
Yeah. It's funny. Now we're acting like he's Voldemort, but like he had already been married to his daughter for like 15 years at this point, so it's not like this was old news or new news. I actually haven't seen either one of these. Up until more recently, I used to kind of like Woody Allen here and there, depending on his movies. So like saw the history. So I don't really know where to go here. I don't think the director dated his daughters.
Back out, just real quick. Yeah, back out of there.
And that's so did Diane Keaton.
That's what she said. I just cracked myself up.
What?
They're making me want to throw up, Austin.
That's funny. I'm funny.
I love American Dad. I love that you have all those clips and stuff. That's so cool.
Malcolm.
We're just having a good time tonight.
I'm enjoying myself.
But yeah, I watched Rogue for the first time for this. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's directed by the same guy who did Wolf Creek. As you got Sam Rivington in here, Michael Vartan, Rada Mitchell. So it's even an early appearance of Mia Wasikowska, who would soon be play Alice in Alice in Wonderland down the road. And yeah, and I also just finished watching Vicky Cristina Barcelona. It's a pretty fine Woody Allen movie. He's definitely got better movies. But yes, I'm going to go Rogue here.
All right. Well, Jordan.
Literally
Well,
and
fuck.
figuratively.
Yeah. Well, fuck movies that spoil the ending in the poster. Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
I didn't
That's
say
all.
it. That was a joke. That was me being sarcastic.
Oh, is it a joke? Because like I thought you were saying that they get eaten at the end. I'm
No,
like,
I was making a joke. I made a joke because Chris said, "What is it about?" And I said, "It's a political thriller where they just all get eaten by a crocodile at the end."
Yeah, I assumed it was a joke.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't being actually serious. That was the
well, I assumed that the spy
ending on
part
the
was a
poster.
joke, but I thought you were maybe serious about the ending.
No,
Okay.
no,
Well, then I'll switch it then since it's not that.
no. I was,
Yeah. I'll go with Rogue because I didn't really want to vote for Vicky Cristina that much, so I just doing it for that reason. But since it's not that, then I don't really care that much about Vicky Cristina Barcelona. So it's not really
I mean,
about
I don't. You're not going to like Vicky Cristina. I'm telling you.
it's not a Jordan. It's not a Jordan movie.
I think I've seen like bits and pieces of it, but it's just not for me. But yeah, so no, I will vote Rogue then if it's.
Here's the
it's not-
movie. Harvey Bardem approaches them and he's like, "I am hot. You are hot. Sex," and that's what the movie is.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, Rogue.
Yeah. You know what kind of movies are up Pez's alley, Malcolm? You know, remember that tournament where I hosted an animal attack thing? Yeah, this is my jam. So, and I like Rogue a lot. So, yeah, Rogue. Maria?
I love Javier Bardem. I like her as well. But that is so intriguing, that crazy crocodile or whatever he is. I will vote for Rogue.
Okay, Rogue. All right. Takes it. All right.
Got
Besides,
The Ruins,
maybe
Up Against
Ruins.
Body of Lies.
Oh, that was the other movie that was in the set with the Revolutionary Road and Blood. Yeah, Body of Lies was in there too. It's like all the forgettable Leo DiCaprio movies.
I know,
All right, JPO. Forgot to give out same here. Yeah.
No, it's funny. It is true. It's one of the more when you think of Leo,
Yeah.
it's not one of his heaviest hitters. Again, like Road, I mean, it's not bad. I actually do like Body of Lies, but it was kind of a one timer for me. Ruined is also a decent little body horror film as well. They go where they shouldn't. Hey, white people, so quit going to places you shouldn't. You fucking deserved it. Yeah, no, I actually do inch more towards Body of Lies. I think it's a better film for what it was trying to be.
Yeah. All right. Malcolm.
Haven't seen The Ruins. I'm gonna go Body of Lies.
Okay. Jordan.
Yeah, so I haven't actually seen Body of Lies because it just kind of lower rated, and it's just not what I'm rushing out to see. But yeah, it just seemed like one of DiCaprio's and Russell Crowe's kind of lower ones. I think it was in the 50s or something on the Rotten Tomatoes, so mid. But the funny quick story about The Ruins, I was at a used movie store with Chris Scott, and he's like, "Oh, The Ruins, this movie's great. I'm gonna buy this." And then he gets home and he sees that they have Ruins already sitting on his bookshelf. He's like, "Here, you want a copy of The Ruins?" I guess I already own it. So I'm like, "Sure." So yeah, and it's fun. I really like Sean Ashmore. I think for me, he's just a personal one that I like. Iceman from X-Men. He's in that Kevin Bacon series, The Following. And The Ruins is a good time. So yeah, I'll go with The Ruins.
Yeah, I'll go with The Ruins here because I watched Body of Lies when we did our Leo tier ranker or tournament, whatever it was, and yeah, it bored the shit out of me. I thought that movie was dull. Yeah, not one of my favorite Leos. So I'll go with The Ruins. Yeah, it's not good. Maria.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't like Body of Lies. Like I say, I'm iffy on DiCaprio. I loved him in Gilbert Grape. I love him in a lot of things, and I just can't stand him in others. So, I'll go with the ruins.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, let's record the best thing about Body of Lies. Everything with his daughter, like the little comedy there, it's really funny. Yeah, The Ruins. It's one of the few horror movie I watched from this year, that I actually do love.
Okay. Yeah, The Ruins takes out Body of Lies. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know where that was going to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right.
On paper, that looked like an upset, but who knows?
Drag Me to Hell, one of the hanger-ons against Punisher Warzone is what it looks like.
I keep forgetting
Yeah.
Punisher Warzone
Yeah.
came out too.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. Punisher Warzone is one that that I just haven't seen. I had a moment that I could have seen it, but once again, it also got taken off Netflix for me. So it's like it was a bad luck for me wanting to watch things for this because they get just it's like Netflix is like, oh, Malcolm needs to watch this. I'll take it off. But yeah, Drag Me to Hell is a good movie, so I'm going to go Drag Me to Hell.
Okay. Jordan.
But don't let him really do that.
Let me see. Yeah, so Punisher Warzone I haven't seen. I guess it's the one with Ray Stevenson. And if you haven't seen the Ahsoka series, like Ray Stevenson is great in that as a Sith
So
Lord,
good.
like great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah, like,
Chris
say what you
Hill.
want about the series overall, but he killed it. So like rest in peace to Ray Stevenson. He was such a good actor. But I haven't seen the Punisher Warzone, so I got to get around to it. But Drag Me to Hell is really really good. Like yeah, Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, really good. So I'll vote for Drag Me to Hell.
So I kind of know where this is going to go. I love Drag Me to Hell, but I also love Punisher Warzone. I saw it twice in theaters. I watched it a lot. It's just bonkers crazy. I mean, there's like these parkour drugged out meth guys, and they're like jumping from roof to roof, and he literally blows one of them up with a rocket launcher in midair. It's awesome. This movie rocks. It kills. It's great. And yeah, I think Ray Stevens is a good Punisher. Although I would have loved to have seen Thomas Jane continue the role, though, because I think he was a really good Punisher. But yeah, I'll show some other Punisher Warzone because I don't know if it'll make it very far. We'll see. Right?
I just never have liked the idea of Drag Me to Hell, so I'll vote for the Punisher. I think it sounds like it's pretty good.
All right.
Well, the idea doesn't sound good, but the movie is good.
Ray Stevenson is the best thing about Punisher Warzone. I could have done without the villain because I had yet to see that villain done right with the Netflix
He
in
was
this movie.
He was my favorite character in Rome. I thought he was awesome.
But I love Drag Me to Hell. It's scary. It's funny. It's totally funny. Even at a cat level, that scene with the cat, it's just like I can't believe they replaced it with that movie. Like, yeah, it Drag Me to Hell. I think it's one of the last few good Sam Raimi movies before he did All Great and Powerful, and we don't talk about much else.
Yeah. And JPO.
Yeah, Punisher Warzone definitely is a little bonkers. I've been meaning to rewatch it just because I think the bonkerness of it threw me off the first couple of times. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards Drag Me to Hell. I think it's a good Raimi flick. I actually wish he would do more things kind of more like along this level more often still. So yeah, Drag Me to Hell, get my vote.
All right. Drag Me to Hell. Take that one, Malcolm. And hang on for a little bit. Right.
Got Never Back Down.
Oh, boy.
Brideshead Revisited.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right.
Wait, what's the one underneath it?
Brideshead
Revisited.
Revisited.
Again, Malcolm was in
I
charge.
had never heard of that.
Film.
Well, Jordan, you're up first.
Here we go.
A movie I've never heard of and a movie I've never seen. So Never Back Down, I guess, since I've at least heard of it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I've only ever heard the title of Brideshead Revisited. I don't really even know what it is. I saw Never Back Down in theaters, and that movie sucks. But I've seen it. But fuck me.
I think I can smell shite. Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Oh boy, yeah. But I've seen it, so Never Back Down, I guess. Yeah. Ay. All right, Maria.
I don't like either one of these. Can I not vote?
No, there's no passing.
I'll
I
just
wish.
I'll take Brideshead. I don't know. I
Yeah.
know I don't like the other one for sure. So
All right. Chris.
And everything either one of these because tend to. I was big into British stuff back then, and not big into never back down.
This is a sequel to Brideshead? Is Brideshead revisited now?
I give it Brideshead revisited just because I'm more into British stuff now than I would back then.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, I'm not. Show me old timey clothing and castles and a hat like that. I'm not into it. So never back down. Get my vote.
All right.
Yep.
The sequel with Michael Jai White's a little bit better, actually. It's direct to DVD. It's
Is it?
actually better.
What?
Yeah.
don't
I've seen
believe
the
that.
sequel because Michael Jai White's in it. It's a little bit
What
better.
a-
Yeah. Because he's in it. He's good. I like Michael Jai White. I'll watch anything with him.
I like Jamin Huntsel.
He's got a new Western coming out. I want to see it. It's called like the Outlaw of something black or whatever.
Oh,
I wanna
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
And see it right now.
Yeah. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I will say, Jordan, you've at least heard of it because you messaged me, asked me what it is when I sent you the list. It's like, then you messaged straight afterwards, you must have looked it up and seen some BS period piece. So
Yeah, yeah, some bullshit period piece. Yeah.
so you've at least heard of it enough to look it
Yeah.
up. So
Right.
but yeah, I haven't seen either of these. I'm really interested in period pieces. I'll probably go Brideshead over Never Back Down. So Brideshead Revisited.
All right. So we have a tie, and we go to JPO for the tiebreaker.
Oh, man.
Never back down.
Never what?
Going through it despite the how much it sucks.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I don't say that for one of these. All right. So I'm up first. So yeah, Vantage Point Semi-Pro. I like Semi-Pro. I watched it for the first time like a year ago. I was surprised at how much I liked it. And I'll tell you one of the reasons I liked it because I kept waiting for the sports cliche of the team to like turn on each other and then have the 15 minutes where they don't like each other and then have to come back together for the big game. They don't do that. They all stick together and work together. I like that. It broke some of the cliches I thought it was going to do for a sports movie, and I dug it. I thought it was really fun. So I'll go Semi-Pro. Vantage Point is boring because it's the same scene like 6 times over and over again, and it's repetitive, and I don't like it. So
Well, it's kind of the point, but still.
it's the point, but it doesn't. After we get to the 5th or 6th one, I'm like, "Fuck me, just wrap it up already. Just enough already. Solve the damn mystery. It's an hour and a half of this bullshit. Like, move on. Let's go." So. Yeah. Maria.
Semi-Pro, please. I'll take that one.
Yeah. Chris.
I don't like either one of these two movies. That may probably at least had the only funny thing in the movie with the bear in the cage match. Like, yeah, I had to go with the one with the bear in the cage match. That's the only thing that made me laugh in Semi-Pro.
All right. So you still voting for Semi-Pro?
Yeah, even though I hate this movie.
Okay. All right, JPO.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting one because I think they're actually kind of on par for me, to be honest with you. I think Vantage Point has a couple of okay moments, and Semi-Pro has some okay laughs, and not everything lands for me here. But kind of go with the whole like, what would I pop in first, or you know what I mean? Again, I'd probably go Semi-Pro. So,
all right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these in a while. And I mean, I do like. I think Semi-Pro is good. I do like it. Also, I will defend Vantage Point. Like, it's one of those ones. Like, I don't mind it if they do a mystery thing like in that style and have like go back and show someone else's point of view. Like, but obviously they'll need to start at that point, like start point. But if you follow somebody else, I mean, a lot of TV shows have done like there's about a 3-episode row of Lost which did the exact same thing where like they basically showed the same episode but like from a different character's perspective and all that. So, but I'm
they
just
both
like
had Matthew Fox.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
But just slightly, I'm gonna go Vantage Point here.
Well, to see it done better, to watch After Party on Apple TV. That's
Yeah. Jordan?
So now is it pronounced semi-pro or semi-pro? Either
It's
way,
pecan, tomato. I don't know, whatever.
you say demi-more or demi-more. But yeah, I kind of had higher hopes for Vantage Point with the cast, and I was hoping for Matthew Fox to like have a breakout, and he hasn't really done it, and because he's still good in Lost, but then he hasn't really done much after that. And Semi-Pro is good. Like I didn't love it the first time that I saw it. I actually kind of like didn't even like it when I saw it in theaters. But the more that I go back to revisit it, it's better on a rewatch to me. Like I'm finding more to like about this movie. So and the cast, like I really like Rob Corddry in this, and then like him with like Andre 3000 is pretty funny. So yeah, I'll go with Semi-Pro.
All right, semi-pro.
Is that Woody Harrelson in the poster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in
What else in the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah, he's in
We
the
have
movie.
God, I forgot he did a movie.
But I can't remember if it's in. I can't remember if it's in this half or the other half. There is another Matthew Fox movie coming up,
nice.
and it'll be in part 2.
Hey guys, hour 45. We did it to the speed round.
We did it.
Whoop, whoop.
I like it. See, it
is
can be
possible.
done. We can have fun. Oh, I got to play this for the speed round though, because
I feel the need for speed.
all right, speed time. Here we go. So yeah, you'll get
So
to
what
see
did that
kind
go
of.
up against?
It was Untraceable and Horton Hears a Who. We had
Okay.
Yes Man versus Marley and Me.
Okay, yeah,
so-
that sounds about right.
all right. All right. But this will be quick votes, 10 seconds or less. Marley and Marie Horton.
Marley and me.
Marley and Me, Chris.
Horton.
Horton. JPO.
Horton Hears a Who.
Ooh. All right. And Malcolm.
Marley and Me.
Jordan.
Marley and Me. It's good.
I'll take Marley and Me just because I haven't seen a Horton. So, all right. So
You want
Marley
a
and Me
good
takes it.
dog dies and everyone cries movie. That's it. That's the one.
Yep.
So Marley and Me moves on.
Marley and Me moves on. That is correct. All right. And we got Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Wait.
So
When did Crystal Skull be?
Stop Loss
Stop
because neither
Loss.
one has seen it.
Stop
So-
Loss.
the only
Good.
person voted
That
against.
was the movie that I watched right before this. And that movie's great. You guys are crazy. But you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Nobody's seen it. Sorry. So, and then there was a Brendan Fraser match with Mummy
Oh, yeah.
3 versus Journey. So,
Wow.
all right, Chris, Journey, and Crystal Skull.
Fuck
Do you want-
Crystal Skull Journey.
Do you care if I vote or?
Well, Murray, you went first last time, so I'm coming.
Oh, it's
around to
Princess
you.
turn. I'm sorry. I thought you
Yes.
already went down.
So
Well,
I
no.
will
I
get
got
to you
the higher
eventually.
down.
I'm down here. I'm sorry. I'm tiny.
Very good.
Not in person.
JPO.
No, you can vote when it's your turn.
I know. Thanks.
JPO.
I'm gonna go Journey actually.
Journey. Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go
Don't
Kingdom of
stop
the Crystal Skull.
Believing.
Jordan.
I'm gonna go with Journey. It's a better Indiana Jones movie. So
I'll take Journey as well. Maria.
Journey.
All right. Journey moves on to the
Bye.
championship. All right. So all these that go in here will be on Friday. So they'll move on to that, and then it'll be whatever.
Yeah.
So Step Brothers and the Incredible Hulk. All right. JPO.
Step Brothers.
All right. Malcolm.
The Incredible Hulk.
Jordan.
I'm gonna go with the fucking Catalina wine mixers, Step Brothers.
Just because I know where this might go, I'm going to go with the Incredible Hulk. It's really underrated. Maria.
Step Brothers for me, please.
Step Brothers and Chris.
Are we now best friends, Step Brothers?
All right. Step Brothers moves into the championship episode. All right.
Not my favorite comedy for this year, but it's one of them.
Mhm.
Still good.
Got
The ones
Ghost
that
Town
replaying, you
versus
don't want to kill it.
Miss Pettigrew Day, whatever the movie's called.
What
All
is
right,
that movie? What's that movie?
Twilight.
Twilight. Okay.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't
I
have a
don't care
problem
about
with that.
either one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Malcolm, you're up first for this one. Ghost Town, Miss Pettigrew.
Just because I've seen it, Ghost Town.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, so I'll just say a quick little thing because I did watch Ghost Town for this, and it was really good. And the two British movies I watched, this and Fat Boy Run, I like Ghost Town better. So, and I like it better than Miss Pettigrew or whatever. So I'll go with Ghost Town.
Yeah, I'm a defender of Ghost Town, so I'll go with Ghost Town. Maria.
Yeah.
Maria.
I'm just sitting here thinking, Miss Pettigrew is Frances McDormand, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. All right, Chris.
I like her, but I mean, I don't like her everything. She can't have everything.
All right. All right.
Yeah, Ghost Town. I don't love it, but I do like Ghost Town.
All right, and JPO.
Miss Pettigrew, actually.
Okay. All right. But Ghost Town will move on with your choice. And we'll go down to the next one. 7 pounds and Benjamin Button. Jordan.
What did 7 pounds be? I'm trying to see.
Teeth.
Oh, teeth. Okay, yeah. I'll go 7 pounds. I actually really like it, but I have to be in the mood to watch it. But when I am, it's really good. So I'll go 7 pounds.
I'll take Benjamin Button. Maria.
I'll go with 7 pounds.
Okay. Chris.
Benjamin Button.
All right. JPO.
Bun Benjamin of Case Curious. Get it
All right,
backwards.
sounds good. All right.
Movie, get it.
Yeah. Malcolm.
7 pounds.
All right, that's a tie, and we are on Malcolm for the tiebreaker.
7
All right.
pounds.
There goes another Best Picture. There goes another Best Picture nominee, Malcolm. They drop like flies on tournament fights.
Benjamin Button is a hard rewatch for me. It's too long and slow.
All right, so we got The Happening and Bronson. And Maria, for Bronson, one question.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Well,
More times than I went to.
You went with Bronson.
I'll take Bronson, please.
Well, I was up first, but I'll count.
Oh,
you
okay.
both.
Sorry, I thought you were really asking me.
No. I was just, because Bronson came up and he's very negative.
Oh, he's
in that
so
movie.
funny. He's
No,
God damn.
I'm
I
voting
think that's
Bronson.
negative.
You're voting Bronson. All right, Chris.
Very happy with his schlong.
Boston.
That's all I gotta say.
happening to go away.
Yeah. JPO.
The Happening.
Happening. Okay, Malcolm.
Just because I've seen 16 minutes of it, I haven't seen anything of Bronson. The Happening.
Wow. Okay. Jordan.
I was disappointed with his schlong. I thought it'd be different when I saw it, but I'll still vote Bronson.
I wonder if he's.
Gay!
All right,
That's
Bronson.
good. I like
so far.
That's funny.
Right, they'll give me a movie to watch for the championship.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Oh, is there any? Is this thing we need to be voted on?
No, we'll put her in Bruges. Yeah, put her in Bruges and we'll move on. Yeah, 88 minutes got by on a skirt and a prayer. All right, in Bruges. Frost Nixon and Defiance. Maria, we'll start with you this time.
Defiance, please. I think it's a better movie.
All right.
I'm not much for
and
character
Chris.
studies.
Chris.
Kevin Bacon of Anything Defiance. Frost Nixon.
Okay. JPO.
Frost Nixon.
Okay. Malcolm.
Frost Nixon.
Yeah, Jordan.
Defiance.
And I'll take Frost Nixon. I love it. So, Frost Nixon.
Right.
Takes it 4-2. Yep. All right. Frost Nixon.
Frost Nixon.
All right. All right. Chris.
Frost Nixon.
All right, so at least we got one of the Best Picture nominees in there, Malcolm. On this
Well,
side.
I think
Frosting.
7 Pounds was also nominated for Best Picture. So
I
No, it
don't
was
think
not.
so. I was just looking at it earlier. No, I don't think it was actually.
I think it was just him.
It seems like an
But
Oscar
a lot,
baiting kind of movie.
not a lot of
Best
people
Picture
like
nominees were Slumdog Millionaire, which we haven't seen yet, Benjamin Button, which got knocked out, Frost Nixon, which just moved through, Milk, which is on this other side, and The Reader got knocked out. So we only have Frost Nixon and possibly Slumdog on the next bracket. That's it. That's all we got. So, yeah. Because that was before they went to the more of them the next year after the Dark Knight uproar. So, all right.
Not many Best Picture nominees I care about this year.
Yeah. Chris will be up first for Star Trek 09 and Milk.
Live long and prosper. Star Trek.
All right. JPO. Huh?
Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek. All right, Malcolm.
just slightly Milk.
All right, Jordan.
You know what I could use right now is some milk to go with this Oreo right here. But I'm not gonna vote for it because I don't like the movie, so I'll go Star Trek.
All right, yeah, I'll take Star Trek as well, Maria.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek. All right.
My goat.
Yeah.
Gran Torino
up against Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
All right. There you go. All right, so one of these is not going to make it. We'll see. All right, JPO, this could be a tough one. We'll go around on this one.
Nah, Gran Torino's not. I don't love it, so Tropic Thunder.
Okay. Malcolm.
Get off my lawn, Ben Stiller, Gran Torino.
I knew you could say that. I'm starting to figure Malcolm out.
Yeah. Jordan.
Yeah. Get off my lawn, Les Grossman and Gran Torino.
I'll also take Gran Torino. Maria.
Tropic Thunder.
Okay, and Chris.
I'm not sure I love the Barber Tropic scene at Grand Torino. I had to go with Tropic Thunder.
All right, we got another tie, and this moves up to Jordan Anderson.
Ooh, I love Gran Torino. It might be my favorite Clint Eastwood movie, maybe. Like it's up there, but so I'll go Gran Torino.
All right, Gran Torino will make it, and Tropic
Won't it
Thunder
be
is left
forever?
behind.
And once again,
Well, Les Grossman for that would tell us to all go fuck our own face for that choice we just made.
Yeah.
literally, just go
Yeah.
fuck your own
Gotta
face.
get that flip.
All right, got the wrestler and Fantastic Mr. Fox. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, as much as I like Fantastic Mr. Fox, the wrestler was actually in my 128, so the wrestler.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox was a big surprise because now I can say I like one Wes Anderson movie, one and only one. But yeah, the wrestler's like an all timer, so the wrestler.
Yeah, I'll also go the wrestler. Maria.
The wrestler.
All right, and Chris.
How much I love Fantastic Mr. Fox, the wrestler.
And JPO.
Wrestler.
Wrestler. All right, wrestler into the championship.
Yeah.
All right. Got Wally.
21.
21. Jordan.
21.
Wally. Maria.
Wally.
Right. Chris.
Wally had a great first half, and that can't go down here at 21.
Really? JPO.
Wally.
All right. And Malcolm.
I'm sorry, Jacob Barber, but 21.
Well, it's okay because I'll make it up to him because I have the tiebreaker, Wally.
Never gonna get over that.
Everything with the human and not that great.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't keep track of the votes. I thought it was already 21.
No, it was a tie. So,
Oh, I get to do my joke here.
Got W.
W.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. I'm up first. Kung Fu Panda's in my 128. Kung Fu Panda. Maria.
Kung Fu Panda.
All right, Chris.
I'm sorry, W. I prefer jokes. I prefer Will telling us about monkey with spear gun in the trailer. So Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. He might
JPO.
be a better George W. Yeah.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda.
All right, and Malcolm.
I was saying what I said. James Brolin is the better George W. So W.
And Jordan.
Skidoo. Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda into the championship. All right.
Some of these movies are like,
Iron Man
when
up
I
against
look at them,
Rogue.
it's like
All right.
not the best.
Maria.
Iron Man.
All right.
Iron Man and what's the other? Oh, Rogue.
I mean, I like a crocodile, same as the next gal, but I mean, Iron Man, give me a break.
Chris.
I am Iron Man.
All right. No, you're not. JPO.
But
Yeah, I,
different
mean, I
movies
like
for y'all.
I like Anna Paquin, but I like RDJ more, so Robert Downey Jr.
Malcolm.
Yeah, as I think I was going to go Rogue.
Jordan.
Yeah, like I'm with you. It's still a top 10 MCU movie, so Iron Man.
Yeah, same here. Iron Man. All right.
Eat that, you crocodile.
All
Yeah.
right.
The
Ruins.
Ruins.
Bring me to hell. Okay. Chris.
Ooh, a horror match.
Oh, both good movies. Drag Me to Hell.
Okay. JPO.
Drag Me to Hell.
All right.
Sure.
Drag Me to Hell.
Jordan.
Yeah, you can drag me to hell with these other guys.
All right. Drag Me to Hell. And Maria.
Drag Me to Hell.
All right. Clean sweep. Hangs on into at least into the championship. Does the
Can I just say, I
2009.
love how the poster also give away the ending. Well, look at that poster.
Well, does the title kind of give away the ending?
Yeah.
I
The
guess
title
we're
literally
maybe
tells
going
you-
to hell. I'm not sure.
The title literally tells you exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to drag somebody.
Yeah.
Pray it isn't you.
Never back down in semi-pro. JPO.
Semi-pro.
All right. Malcolm.
Semi-pro.
All right. Jordan.
I'll go semi-pro.
Yeah, I'll take semi-pro. Maria.
I'll take semi-pro.
All right. Yeah, Chris.
None of these movies are good. Semi-pro just for the passing.
Semi-pro.
All right. Semi-pro.
I'll take semi-pro.
Semi.
Yeah.
We could go all night.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our Malcolm. We have our 16 that will move on to the Friday bracket. So now it's kind of anything goes, and we'll just see which one wins this bracket and just becomes a tournament winner. So yeah, because no polls for these 1s and 2s here. So yeah, it's just whatever wins, and just becomes a tournament winner. So Malcolm, Marley, and me, and Journey.
Marley and me.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go Marley and me.
I'll take Journey to the Center of the Earth. And Maria.
Marley and me.
All right, Chris.
Journey, Molly me to pet the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it ever again, but I can move it on maybe. What they do here? Yeah.
Journey, if you ask me already, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So that's a tie to back down to Maria for tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker? Marley and me.
All right, Marley and me.
I'm gonna depress everybody.
Yeah,
Let's all go together.
So,
We'll all buy Kleenex together.
Step Brothers, Ghost Town.
Step Brothers, Ghost Town. All right, Jordan.
Yeah, Ghost Town was good for a first time watch, but it's got to be Step Brothers. That's like an all time comedy for me.
Yeah, Step Brothers, Maria.
Step Brothers.
Chris.
Can't believe I'm getting along so well with you guys tonight.
Yeah.
Instead of hating everything you like.
Yeah. JPO.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers. And
Step Brothers. Step Brothers.
All right, clean sweep for the Step Brothers.
If you guys go watch one of the most recent episodes of the Dan Patrick Show, he has Will Ferrell on, and he brings the prosthetic nutsack that he puts on the drums onto everyone to hold it. It's pretty funny.
Nice. Got 7 pounds in Bronson. Me first. I'll take Bronson. Maria.
Bronson.
Chris.
Bronson.
All right. JPO.
7 pounds. Is how big Bronson's dick? No, 7 pounds.
That's
He
true.
wishes. He wishes. No, I'm kidding. It's not bad.
All right, Malcolm.
7 pounds.
Hazard a
7
guess.
pounds. Jordan.
There are no dicks in 7 pounds, so let's go with that.
All right. Well, I mean, you were the one who were, curious about it and commenting on it. I mean, you're the one who made it weird. But Chris has the tiebreaker on this one.
Bronson.
All right, Bronson.
Goodbye, Will.
And have a great performance. The movie not that great.
All right. Okay, in Bruges.
Up against Frost Nixon.
Oh, this could be a tricky one. We'll see. Start with Maria.
In Bruges.
In Bruges. All right, Chris.
In Bruges.
Okay. JPO.
In Bruges.
All right. Malcolm.
Frost Nixon.
And Jordan.
Yeah, one of my favorite trios in cinema, Brendan Gleeson, Colin Farrell, and Martin McDonough. So in Bruges.
I would have gone Frost Nixon because I'm about 3 or 4 days away from watching in Bruges. So I'll let you know. Maybe by Friday. We'll have seen it. So, hey, I can watch it for the championship and that episode now. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it for both.
Might you really like it?
I think you'll like it. It's
no, I'm sure I will. It's literally the Blu-ray sitting on top of my Xbox.
I
right
could
now.
say it's like
And you like all of the other
amazing.
McDonough movies?
Yeah, no, I love Banshees. Banshees is great. Yeah, so I enjoy Banshees. All right. All right. So we got Star Trek and Gran Torino. Yeah, Star Trek, Gran Torino. Chris.
Get off my lawn, Gran Torino. Star Trek.
All right.
You went somewhere weird there with that. I was like, I'm what?
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. And Malcolm.
Just because both of these movies are in the championship already, I'm going to vote for the 2008 movie, Gran Torino.
Jordan.
And I'll show some love for the one that surprised me more, Gran Torino.
I have no problem voting for Gran Torino. I love that movie, Gran Torino. Maria.
Star Trek.
All right, that's tied to JPO this time. Moving up.
Now get the fuck off the lawn. Star Trek.
All right, Star Trek hangs
Thank you for
on.
saving Chris Pine. I love it.
All right, got The Wrestler and Wally. Okay. Okay. And we go to JPO. You're up first this time.
Wrestler.
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 Malcolm.
The Wrestler.
All right, Jordan.
The Wrestler by like a 999,000 whatever.
I don't know why you hate that poor little machine. He's a nice guy.
So yeah, The Wrestler.
Well, I won't share that sentiment, but I'll say The Wrestler still. Maria.
The Wrestler.
Okay. And
Sorry,
Chris.
Wally.
Wrestler pounding Wally to the ground and making sure he never comes back.
You mean he gave him the Ram Jam? The Ram Jam.
Yeah, I wanted to give him the Ram Jam. Come on.
And not
off
with
off the garbage pile into the Ram Jam. Boom. All right. All right. Well, Wrestler Malcolm will take a clean sweep on that one. All right. As we got
Kung Fu Panda up against Iron Man.
Ooh, this one could be a tough one. All right, Kung Fu Panda and Iron Man. Malcolm, you're up first.
Yeah, I enjoy Kung Fu Panda, but I do like Iron Man better, so Iron Man.
Okay. Jordan?
Yeah, Iron Man.
I don't mind if either of these go through, but I'm going to go Kung Fu Panda because it's my 128. Maria?
Iron Man.
Okay. Chris?
Kung Fu Panda had much better final action sequence. Kung Fu Panda.
JPO?
Iron Man.
Better action sequence.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Iron Man 4-2 moves on. Malcolm?
Iron Man is just pretty much Iron Man versus Iron Man and final action sequence. And nothing pretty much original.
When everything else kicks so much ass.
Oh my God, drag me to hell again.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Iron Man Kung Fu Panda was a pretty high level matchup there for that one. All right, Jordan, you're up first. Drag me to hell, semi-pro.
Drag me to semi-pro. Let's go semi-pro.
Semi-pro, really? Drag me to hell. Maria?
Yeah, they're
semi-pro.
Okay, Chris?
Let that bear tear semi-pro apart and leave the Drag Me to Hell. And it's play.
JPO?
Drag me to hell.
Yeah, Malcolm?
Drag Me to Hell.
All right, Drag Me to Hell 4-2.
Yeah, that was literally like a coin toss for me. I'm still happy Drag Me to Hell made it.
Yeah. All right. Final four time, right? Is that right, Malcolm? Or are we on Elite Eight
Yep.
time? This is Elite Eight. We're going to the final. We're
yeah,
going to the
Elite
final
Eight.
four. Yeah, we're going to the final four here. We'll see what happens. So
Yeah.
we got Marley and me. One side versus
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll take Step Brothers. I'm up first. Maria.
Step Brothers.
Okay. Chris.
Step brother, fuck off, Molly and me.
JPO.
Yeah, it's time to put that dog down, Little Yeller style. So yeah, Old Yeller style. Let's go, Step Brothers.
Malcolm.
What happened to the
Marley
dog,
and me.
Paul? I shot him in the head earlier, son.
It
I
fought
couldn't-
Step Brothers.
I couldn't hear Malcolm because everybody was talking. Malcolm.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Marley and
Loud
me.
noises.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. Fucking.
Loud noises!
Huh.
Blah, 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 blah.
Jesus Christ. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go Step Brother for just like how much they annoy the hell out of their parents with the dad. He's like shut up, shut the fuck up. Oh, like Richard Jenkins, just his reaction.
By the way, to answer a question that Brian has, no, because we already have 128 movies. Because Batman '89 won the Batman tournament, became number 128 of unique
We
winners.
didn't keep track of it for like another one.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. So the 128 will go to the 200th episode. We can still do a 64 of the next 64 movies, eventually that win.
Yeah.
We can do a tournament of those for sure. We can keep going with all that. So, but no, it will not. All right. So Step Brothers wins Malcolm on that one, 5-1. All right.
I believe it is
Yeah, I don't know what
Bruges
we all
against Johnson.
Jacob Barber.
Yeah.
I like Lim.
He got a haircut. I saw.
She sure
Yeah.
did. Cut that beard. All right, Bronson and Bruges. Maria.
In Bruges. I'm sorry, Bronson.
All right, Chris.
Most funny F-bomb moment in Bruges.
Bruges. JPO.
They also say cunt a lot in Bruges.
Sure do.
In England, it
Malcolm.
means less than it does here, I think.
In Bruges.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah, Colin Farrell's one of my favorite actors working today. So in Bruges.
I'll vote for Bronson because I haven't watched In Bruges since a couple of rounds ago. So Bronson. But In Bruges, we'll move on.
You haven't had time yet to put it on in the background and finish
No,
it?
we went fast enough to where I couldn't put it in the background because I appreciate that. I'm fine with that. With that outcome. All right, Star Trek and The Wrestler. Chris.
Oh shoot.
Because it technically would a year after this, I had to go with The Wrestler just to be continuity. Thank you.
All right, that's fair. JPO.
Yeah, the wrestler deserves this.
Yeah, I think he could win. We'll see. Malcolm.
I mean, both movies in the championship. The Wrestler.
Jordan.
Yeah, this is one of the few times I'll vote against The Wrestler. It's rare, but Star Trek.
The Wrestler for me. Maria.
Star Trek.
All right, close, but 4-2 for The Wrestler. We'll move into the final four. All right.
Iron Man
Go.
and Drag Me to Hell.
Hell. Yeah. All right. So JP will be up first for this one.
You tired, are you?
Iron Man.
Up.
Okay. Chris. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, Malcolm. I'm throwing off here. Sorry about that, Malcolm.
Keep it warm.
Just to make the next round easier for me, Drag Me to Hell.
Okay. Jordan.
Iron Man.
Yeah, I'll stick Iron Man. Maria.
Iron Man.
Okay. And Chris.
Got me to hell.
No.
All right, another close one. 4-2 for Iron Man, Malcolm.
No.
Hello,
Robbie
doggy.
Downey Jr. versus Mickey Walker kid.
Yeah, my dog.
yeah. That
My big
doesn't
doggy.
happen until the next movie.
You can't have my hot dog. You can't have my hot dog. Nope. Don't try to take it. Thank you.
But we've got Step Brothers up against In Bruges.
In Bruges. Okay, Malcolm, you're up first on this one.
Just slightly. I'm gonna go in Bruges.
All right, Jordan.
I'll go Step Brothers.
Okay. I'll also go Step Brothers. Maria.
In Bruges.
Bruges. Chris.
In Bruges.
Bruges. JPO.
Step Brothers.
Tie to Malcolm.
It's going to be in Bruges.
Oh wow, in Bruges. Okay, into the finals. All right, on the other side, the wrestler and Iron Man, Jordan.
Ooh. You know what? I'll go with the wrestler.
This one's tricky. I'm gonna take my 10 seconds. I'm gonna take. This is the hardest one so far. I'm taking my 10 seconds, Jordan.
Yeah.
The wrestler, Maria.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Chris.
The wrestler.
Wrestler, JPO.
The wrestler.
Wrestler, and Malcolm.
Taking his 10 seconds.
I mean, I think I heard him. I've heard him say what I think was. I'm pretty sure he said the wrestler. And he cut out halfway through there.
Well, yeah, but I was still gonna ask for your vote.
Oh, that was on me. The wrestler.
I know, I'm still gonna ask. It's your vote. But yeah, the wrestler wins.
I thought JPO paused in the middle of his answer, which is
no, he won with the wrestler. He won with the wrestler. Yeah. No, this is that's a good. That was a good Final Four there. So, and yeah, we got a good Final Two here with the wrestler versus in Bruges, I believe.
Solid Final Four. Yeah.
So there we go. All right, let's see what happens here. Malcolm will scroll us on in and see which one takes it. Got in Bruges and the wrestler. I'm up first, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll get to in Bruges literally before the championship because I have to watch it. So I got to go with the wrestler for now. Maria.
In Bruges.
Okay. Chris.
In Bruges.
Okay. JPO.
The wrestler.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, the wrestler's popped up a few times. It's about time it's won. The wrestler.
Yeah, I think it's time for the wrestler to win one. So the wrestler.
And with a 4-2 vote, the wrestler will take part one of the 2008 tournament and become unique winner number 129, first of the new batch. So there you go.
I have to say, I really do like that. I like that poster for it as well.
Yeah, no, that's a sweet poster. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say before, like, I'll totally put that on my wall. I like it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That is a good one. So, yeah, 2008 part one, the wrestler finally takes a turn. Yeah, we've seen it in a couple of Elite Eights and Final Fours, I believe, Malcolm, here and there. But, yeah, it's never fully taken it. But, yeah, there you go. So, it's a well-deserved one. There you go for the wrestler. I like it.
The old Randy Robbins or whatever his name is.
Randy the Ram. Randy the Ram.
Can we shout out a catchphrase, or do they not have one?
It's just everybody chants Ram Jam when he's about to do the Ram Jam. Ram Jam. Yeah.
Nice.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna start building the 256. We're gonna have a mega tournament when we get there of
256. I'm down.
What would that be like? That'd be like a 5-part or 6-part tournament. My God, that'd be like a 2-week tournament. Yeah, totally. No, Steven's
all 5 days of the week, Monday through Friday.
Oh yeah, totally. All right, but good job, guys. 217, not too bad. See, it can be done. We can keep it up. I like it.
It can be done.
Yes, it certainly can be done. The wrestler takes that one. Yeah, we'll see what's on part 2, Malcolm. Which obviously, like I said, Slumdog Millionaire, the actual Best Picture winner, will be in there somewhere. A couple of other hangers on from the other tournaments as well. But yeah, that'll be on Wednesday night. And then the 16 we saw tonight, we'll move on to Friday. So, yeah, that's what it's going to do.
All right. Cool. Yeah, this was fun, as these yearly tournaments always are. And we'll just keep on doing them until we feel like we're not recognizing the movies from the year.
I was gonna say, I don't know how far we're gonna go year-wise. We might have to take a poll with everybody eventually, because we'll go through the 90s for sure. Maybe some of the 80s.
I can get through the 64. Yeah.
Well, here's
90s
the thing.
that might be.
Here's what I would propose. I think the 90s we can still get away with a 128 for the 90s because there's enough there.
Oh yeah.
And then when you get before that, I think there was just less movies coming out. We could probably get away with just away with 64 for each year. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
okay.
yeah.
In that case,
80s.
maybe, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like
I
one
mean,
tournament for each year. Yeah.
I mean, and in some cases for the 80s, it could be like you could just take 2 years and
I think you can still get one because there's enough like sci-fi, horror, action. There's
Oh,
enough stuff
yeah,
there
yeah.
for 64. There's enough
I
for
mean,
64 for each year, but I think we would cut it down to 64 maybe for the years.
Yeah.
You know, once you get past
Yeah.
1990, because there's just less movies coming out too. Especially when you get to the 70s, there's way less stuff coming out. So yeah, recognizable stuff.
I mean, I don't know. Like depends on how we're feeling when we get there. We could do like maybe like a tournament of 70s, like as a whole, maybe like.
Or
Yeah,
first
we
half
did.
of the 70s, like first half of the 70s,
Yeah,
second half
yeah.
of the 70s kind of thing, something like that. We
Yeah.
could. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get
But
there.
we've still got to
Just-
get. We've still got to get
Oh,
through
yeah,
there.
we got to get there. We still got many more years of the 2000s, and then we get into the 90s. But in the 90s, will have some good years. That'll be a fun tournament as well. I'm looking forward to the 90s. That'll be some good stuff.
I like every year. I enjoy discussing because you find movies we don't discuss all the time, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Movies that don't come up a lot. Yeah, little gems.
We still have at least 2 years, probably, like in real time for real, till we get to the 70s. Like,
Oh, yeah,
because
for
if
sure.
you do like
Yeah.
10 months for the 90s, 10 months for the 80s, and then like we still got about like 7 more years left of the 2000 or 2000. So in one a month, it's gonna take a while.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
that's
And
a
I
fine
mean-
with track.
And I mean, like, after this year's like, this is the end of the train for the MCU, and Kung Fu Panda, but you've got other franchises that will be popping up every now and then.
Yeah, that is true.
Just
Might
to give
still
you some context, Jordan, Palm Springs, our 2020 winner, was the 43rd unique winner, and we're on 129 winners now. So that was 2020. So to get through 12 years, we had to get through 100 some odd episodes. So it took a little while. Yeah.
It'll take a while, but it'll give us
We'll get there.
content. We need content. So
That's right. All right, what do you say we go around, get these plugs, Jordan, and we'll get out of here for the evening on good time. Yeah.
Sounds good. So we can go to Maria first. Where can we find you?
I don't have any plugs. I'm here and there. Whoever invites me to play, I'll play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
See Maria popping up on
You'll see
the
me.
various trivia spaces. Yeah, Chris, what do you got?
Find me here, there, anywhere. You find me on Friday on the championship.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, JPO, what you got going on the Pierce Co. and all the other various things?
Yeah, we've got some wacky fun always happening at the Pierce Co. You see pretty much all these faces popping up on there from time to time. Yeah, me and Pez did 3 shows in a row. Let's do a 4th. Let's keep going all night. Never stop.
I'm tired. I gotta work in the morning.
Hey, never back down. That's what your favorite movie.
Jesus Christ.
Sleep when you're dead. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
Never back
yeah,
down,
but no,
never surrender.
Always having fun over there, as well as Pierce wrestling and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do some Schneider at some point this week. We'll be in touch, JPO.
Yeah, I got Schneider on the mind, Malcolm. I got to do it, Schneider.
I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. Zohan may pop up. We'll see. I don't know. Three ninjas might pop up. Jordan, that could be.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider. Yeah, 3 ninjas.
3 ninjas.
You missed it. I played the Surf Ninjas intro in honor of you, Jordan. I did that for you tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, people forget about his cameo in 3 Ninjas, right?
No, not quite. Malcolm, what you got going on?
Listen, JPO, it came close to winning the poll.
He's calling shenanigans.
Hey, JPO, now we get to be on and talk all down over it.
JPO seems to
That'd be
think
fun.
that voting should be open until the end of Rankum until you fully announce it. It should be whatever is at the end of the ranking.
I thought I had
of
time
Rankum.
to spam it.
Yeah, right. That's what he thinks.
But I mean, look, Schneider may come up on the poll again, maybe even sooner than you may think.
What the people want.
But
when's the next Rob Schneider movie
you
coming
can,
up?
anyway, talking about Rankum, you can find me on Rankum on Sunday talking about Paul Dano movies. Both Jordans are going to be there.
Yeah,
might be
double
there
dose
under protest, but he's going to be there. But you can also find me over in Full Metal. I host trivia matches. You'll see me, Maria in a match coming up, taking on Steve Mesa.
No.
And you'll
You're
see
going to see
awesome
Steve
match
Mason
coming up as well.
smash Maria.
But you can find them all over the place. Hey,
He's
you
a nice
never know
guy.
what the questions are going to be.
You never know.
Never know.
I try.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, for me, yeah, just follow us on the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 on X and Instagram. And then we won't have an Elite 8 poll in the Showdown Friends and Family until Friday after our championship. We'll put the Elite 8 of that one in there. You can go vote and let us know your thoughts then. And if you go over to our Patreon, I will be, as soon as I can get home and actually like have some time to do it, I'm going to post our animation movie draft over on our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/movie hero. But there is an extended look at the schedule all the way till like the beginning of February next year. So if you really want to see a deep dive, you can go over there for just the cheapest tier that we have, just $1 over there, and you can get first dibs on sign up for episodes. So
Jordan, Brian gives me an idea. JPO would probably be down for this. He's talking about the Schneider tournament, but I don't think a Schneider tournament. What you could do a grown-ups tournament sans Sandler.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So you could do Schneider, Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade, all those guys.
I like it.
Yeah,
Steve
all
Buscemi,
the Happy Madison folks over there.
Yeah.
Happy Madison
Yeah.
Funny People tournament. So,
Yeah, the Happy Madison tournament. There you go.
Yeah, but everything except Sandler, although Sandler would pop up in a lot of those movies. So, that would be like one of those, there you go.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'll put it. I'll add it to the list. But because we already did an Adam Sandler tier ranker once, so we've done some Sandler. And then there won't be a Wheel of Movies this week because I'll be out of town. I'll be going to big comic convention, meeting a bunch of celebs and stuff down there. And then down in Salt Lake City, which is like, I say down there because where I'm at is like just south of me, and from Idaho. But and let's see.
Do you think you'll be getting up at 4:00 like normal, or because
No,
those announcements at 4:00 just thrill me to death. Ding! I'm like, oh.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like,
I have to, but
I know. I'm teasing you. I just have it on. It was on too loud. I cured it.
Yeah, we'll get to the convention about like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
so
it's fine. It's fine. I'm teasing you because of the. Yeah, I'm just being funny. Trying to be funny. It wasn't hurt. It didn't hurt me. I'm fine.
That's all good. And I've been trying to do more of the Seen and Heard trivia. We're trying to put more of those out because people seem to really dig them. So our next one will be our Grand Champions episode, which Austin will be on there, and JPO as the MVP of the free for all. So you can watch for that. Be coming in about roughly 2 weeks ish. We got to still coordinate everyone's schedule, but like roughly that. And then just what we have coming up for tournament fights, we're going to be finishing out the 2008 series, which will have our championship on Friday, which will be the same exact panel that you see here, but I won't be there. It'll be Richie will be filling in for me, so he'll be there. And then we have our 100th episode of Tier Ranker coming up next Tuesday. So we'll be doing the top 3 movies from the top 3 unique winners of every Tier Ranker episode. So got those. Well, just until we get to 100. So we'll do 100 movies for the 100th episode. But we have Best Westerns coming up. I know that like Dan Skip Allen's been chomping at the bit to do Westerns, so we're going to be getting on that. 2007's coming up early in October because we got a lot of horror stuff coming up. So I'll just give you a little preview of some horror things we have coming up in October. We have our Masters of Horror tournament that's going to be Wes Craven versus George A. Romero versus James Wan versus John Carpenter versus Toby Hooper. So we'll just kind of average them out to get like 9 or 10 a piece or whatever the average is out to. So we'll do that. And then me and Malcolm are going to be going head to head on our favorite horror movies of all time for some kind of a little bit more casual horror fans. And I already started to build mine, and I'm like halfway done with my list. So I'm kind of been working on putting that together. We're going to be doing best prison/mental institution movies, which we'll definitely have Bronson from this tournament on that one. And then we have best horror comedies. So that'll be one. And then we will still be doing our Geek series. We kind of hashed out a list of best Marvel characters. So we'll be doing best of Marvel because I've been trying to do one of those a month, which will be part of our overall best geek characters of all time. And then I'll just throw out the other ones we have for October: best PG and PG-13 horror movies. And then we're going to do the top 100 horror movies according to Rolling Stone magazine, because I noticed that the Rolling Stone just kind of keeps a like top 100 going, and they kind of update it as like new movies get released if they happen to think that they're like deserving of making a spot. So yeah, that'll be our October. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. So yeah, but Austin, what do you have going on?
All that stuff.
Yeah, okay. All that stuff.
You know.
Sounds good. And you got a battleground coming up or something, don't you?
It's all taped, so nothing's out yet. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it actually comes out. Yeah, I think he's a little behind on the uploads.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. But I think that's gonna do it for us tonight. So yeah, quick and breezy, and just 2.5 hours. So you would think this was a half bracket, but it was actually a full bracket. but yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks, guys. We'll be back again Wednesday. So for Maria, for Chris Diaz, for Jordan Owens, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.